chase the muse all night. Blank screen, no plot, no end in sight. Told to bleed for every page. Burn out, dressed up as the writer's way. Deadlines tight like skinny jeans. Dreams on pause, stuck in routines. But now I've got a secret spot. It's digital, it's fast and smart. No more myths, no more gate cafe. This pen runs smooth with a silicone brain. It's not cheating, it's a cheat code, babe. And I'm winning every chapter I play. I write free.
Welcome. Welcome, everybody. It's Friday.
Plot drives got my arcs in line. Publishing dreams, now they're mine. No more silence, no more fear. I've got the voice and now it's clear. Right free.
Oh yeah.
Right loud. AI's the sidekick we dreamed about. Used to think success was luck, a 1 in a million publishing truck. But now I've got the map and keys, genre-rich strategies on my screen. No more waiting on replies. I drop a series and watch it rise. The hustle smart, the words still sing. Just powered up with a digital wing. I don't fear the blank page stare. I've got tools that actually care. This ain't about fast or fake. It's getting back what the myths would take.
All right, we've got ourselves a little surprise behind this little video right here. And that video is hiding Bad Evan. I know you cannot turn it down. You can't, you can't move it to the side or anything. I was like I'm like, hey, everybody, how you doing?
I mean, we'll work on it, but I gotta disappear. But I'm glad Evan's here, and I'm glad what he's about to do, and it's the big surprise.
Bye, Elizabeth.
Now let me do this right, Evan. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you from far and wide a 7-figure author who is out there doing the right thing with artificial intelligence. I want to bring to the stage Evan, better known as Bad Evan. How you doing, Bad Evan?
Hey, Callow, pretty good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, I'm excited to have you on. I'm excited to have you on board. You know what I'm saying? I am very, very excited about this because, Evan, you have had an enormous amount of success. And so what we're going to do is we, ladies and gentlemen, at the Future Fiction Academy have a accelerator program, something that start people who are not very familiar with working with artificial intelligence and publishing books. We have the perfect entrance into it. But then we have the mastermind where all of us mull around and talk about interesting things and learn lots of interesting stuff. But now we have the summit. And we have our very own 7-figure author right here. And he's going to be helping us really flesh this out, this idea of getting people into an intensive for weeks. Is it 6 weeks?
26 weeks.
Half of a year, y'all. Half of a year. Little more than half of a year. And as far as I can tell, you are going to be doing some pretty intensive, like, individual work with people. You're going to be having weekly classes. You're going to be meeting with your cohort, and you're really going to get people. And it's all starting in August, y'all. All right. Yeah. So, Evan, would you do me a favor? Give yourself a bit of a zhuzh. I want people to know who you are. Could you tell them who you are, a little bit about your background and your publishing success, and then we'll get into the summit.
Yeah. So I'm Bad Evan from Indiana. I'm a Hoosier. I got the state seal tattooed on my arm, or state flag. It's a torch. Passionate about writing. I fell in love with the idea of being both a writer and a publisher, which is kind of weird when you think about it. Like, I loved the idea of sitting in a pub with like literally a tweed jacket with the patches on the elbow, with a pint and a manuscript that's loose pages bound with rubber bands, and I've got a red pen and I'm outlining it, and I'm just sitting there literally smoking my pipe, and because that's what I thought, publishers
did.
yeah. It's not that cool. So I was
Hi, Gracie.
in high school wanting to do that, and I started writing, and I was doing some writing from Harlequin, and I had a great editor back then. Everything was done via the mail and over the phone. There wasn't no email, kids. Sorry. And she really helped me understand crafting and how to tell the story and how to build structure and plot and character development and characters that people actually cared about.
Mm-hmm.
And she really, took the time, because I was a teenager, and she really took the time to help me better understand that. And then when I was in high school, I started my own publishing business. This was in 1998, and it was
wait, back up.
Yeah. 1998. High school.
High school.
Yeah. And
one, you're considerably younger than me, and two, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the motivation for the high school?
Oh, I mean, I'm an entrepreneur. I would rather spend 150 hours a week making $10 than spend 40 hours a week making, $800 working for somebody else. So that was, part of my motivation was I didn't like that when I was doing the projects for Harlequin. It was fun and it was great and it taught me a lot, but I also got paid next to nothing for it. And I thought, the money isn't in being the writer, the money is being the publisher. And if I can do both of those things, then I make both sides of the check. And
it's like being a movie producer, and where you produce the movie and you star in it too,
and direct it, and maybe you wrote it, and do all the things.
Mm-hmm.
So that was where I kind of started, and I did that until about 2009. I had to shut that company down because there was, a financial mess around the world, and
that did happen.
That did happen. Yeah. Very traumatic. But then I bounced back in 2013 and started again, and there was new technology. Ebooks were significantly more popular. Now we have audiobooks coming into the scene. There's also now social media, so it's easier to market to people and find your audience, as opposed to, it was hard before, Even in the early stages of the 2000s, when the internet was popping and you had MySpace going on, it was still hard to market and find your base. But so 2013 I started over, and did all of the same things about starting a business and doing it the right way, coming up with a plan and a blueprint, and what are my successful goals? How am I going to achieve those goals?
Right.
What do I need to bring in each month to be able to meet those expectations? What do I have to do that? So it's all about the steps. It's all about, understanding how the business operates. And, here I am today, and doing pretty good, doing pretty successful. I bring in about $145,000 a year in profit. That's not revenue, that's profit, year after year.
And you have, and I know this for a fact, I've seen you do it. You have systemized so many aspects of your business. I would assume your paranoia about the reoccurrence of another event like 2008 made you do things a bit differently. And
I mean, you have to streamline things and understand how the process works so that you can pivot. And that was actually the thing that I was missing in 0809, was how do I pivot? How do I move directions to be something that's more necessary, or that's more, has less cost burden, so that somebody who, maybe is having a harder time can still afford to download the ebook. How can I be into other programs, things like that. So it's all about being able to pivot, but I definitely create the systems and I make sure that I own the system. I make sure that anything that I'm using is a tool that for the most part I control. So it can't be taken away from me tomorrow. I'm not dependent on Amazon. Yes, I make a good amount of money on Amazon. I'm not dependent on those other platforms. I do a lot of wide. I have my own membership area for some of my pen names. And I even play up the fact, since they're super, super level 15 spicy books, I play up the fact that, the only place to get the books banned by Amazon is in the membership area. And so that brings people in. Secret, those books were never on Amazon to be banned. But, so yeah, taking those processes and systematizing it, making sure that it's repeatable, but also to the point where I can have some things that I do where I'm very granular and working really in depth on it. Mm-hmm. And then I have other things where I'm turning stuff out a book a day or a book every other day. And some of them end up on the cutting room floor. And I go, okay, this is too much to have to deal with, to have to sit down and finesse and play with and mold. This goes in cold storage for another day. And then we run different things and we keep going.
But so you try your best not to leave any book behind. But you have different categories for where you need to put it. Like, I can't edit this right now. This needs more care. I need to put it over here. I get you. But then it goes into a closet to it. It's so that you can when you finally have time to look at things in a much more critical way, you can go to the cold storage and pull that out. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, pretty much. And it may be something that, I do a lot of experiments with seeing things that are trending or pre-trending.
I've seen you do it.
I may not know enough about what the reader expectations are going to be. So I kind of cold storage it for a minute until I can get more info about what are the readers expecting? What are the tropes that they want to see? What are the different little nuances that I might not have in here yet? So I need to study it a little bit more before I feel comfortable kicking it out. So that's I have a lot more of those than I do things that need a lot of revision and heavy work beyond just, a few hours. More of the I'm not sure yet projects that they need a little bit more research before I'm willing to put them out, because I want to make sure, especially on such a small niche category, I want to make sure that I'm hitting all the bells and whistles that are going to make the readers happy so that they pick up the next 5 books as well.
All right. So if you are wondering, ladies and gentlemen, working with someone like Bad Evan, and we call him Bad Evan affectionately, and because he's also named himself Bad Evan. But I could just call him Evan, but I'm just not going to do it. It's going to be Bad Evan, just so y'all know. Yeah. It's what we call him. All right. So, all right, Bad Evan. How difficult do you think it is for authors to get this type of comprehensive knowledge? How long did it take you to acquire this stuff? And with that question, I'm leading into the fact that this is definitely a investment in your future. So what I want to know is what's the main thing? Investing in time, or using meaning years and years and 15 years worth of investing in time and learning all these things yourself, or is some type of regimented sort of thing? So what is your feelings on this? If you had you back in the day, how much would you be worth?
So, I've got 25 years of experience and failures. learning how to do things, learning how to flop, learning how to recover from a failed company, you know, getting that expertise the hard way, the hard knocks, it is kind of invaluable, to be honest.
Yeah.
But nothing that I'm going to teach people is secret. The problem is you've got to filter through all of the other garbage from other people who are telling you to chase this or chase that or do this and do that. And then you have to spend hours and hours and hours and hours watching their videos and then be willing to invest tons of money into that strategy for it to not work.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody the other day. I'm not gonna mention names, but there's a book guru who's only published one book. And it's like, okay, well, you don't know what you're talking about. You've not been there. You've not had a month where you had to go, why are my Kindle Unlimited reads so low this month? What happened? What pivot? What thing happened with Amazon? Because now we're seeing it across the board with a whole bunch of people. Well, did you have all your eggs in that basket? Because if you did, you're screwed this month. Or did you have other things, other avenues, other sales platforms and channels that you could rely on? So, I mean, I think I'll tell you, I charge $200 an hour. $200 an hour. If you want a one-on-one session with me, it's at least $200 an hour.
So, a low rent lawyer fee.
Hey, low rent, but yeah. My lawyer is like $700 an hour.
I was gonna say, what are you talking about? I've had to use a lawyer, and I know for a fact that if that's the price that they're quoting me, that is obviously but I get you. All right, so
the value is for anybody else is this.
Yes.
This is the value. Do you want to spend years planning and dreaming? Or do you want to spend the next 6 months doing and succeeding? It's as simple as that.
It really is.
When you get there, we're giving you the keys right now. And I'm not holding anything back. All of my secret sauce, anything that I do, any of the programs that I use, I'm even giving, I don't know if we mentioned this anywhere, but the Notion page that I use to track all of my pen names, my revenue, my expenses, all of my books, my series, who did the cover design on everything. Yeah, I'm giving a copy of that to all of the people who join the summit so that they can start from the very beginning, making sure that not only do they know what their goals are, but that they're hitting their goals because
checking things right there. Off. Yeah.
Here's the system. Here's the follow it along. But, and this isn't theory. That's the other thing is, you can go watch YouTube videos all day long and it's theory. They're going to tell you how they did X, Y, and Z. I'm going to show you. I'm starting a new publishing company from scratch. And when I mean from scratch, I mean like I haven't registered the name. I don't have a domain name. I've not filed any paperwork. I've done zero prep work for starting this publishing company. But I'm going to start a brand new publishing company. I'm going to walk people through why I do each individual thing, as well as like what are other options so that you can do it slightly different because your mileage may vary. And then we're going to create some pen names. We're going to do the research on how to create the pen names that fit that genre. You don't want to just call yourself Becky Smith. You want to make sure that you got a name that kind of resonates with the readers of that specific genre. And we're going to write 5 books for each of those 5 pen names and release them. And in the whole time, we're going to be creating the content, creating the brands, creating the social media accounts, implementing my strategies for how you get the algorithm to like you in the beginning. And all of those steps, building your newsletter, what programs do you use? How do you develop the content for your newsletters? And the question that I always get asked whenever people hear that I have 17 different pen names, and since I had to, I always have to look this up because it always changes. So far in 2025, I've published 57 books. Just from January 1st to today is 57 books. And I have 17 pen names.
Now, has your output increased?
Oh God, yeah.
Surreptitiously in the last 2 or 3 years for some weird
so
reason?
From 2013 to 2021, I had to write these down. I had a total of 54 books between that entire period, 2013 to 2021. 54
books.
54. Yeah. Total. Then in 2021, I did 10 books that year, 15 the next year, and then 24 last year. And literally,
what's the difference? What's the difference between 2019, 2020, and 2021?
Well, so in from 2013 to 2021, it was all hand done. Everything was absolutely hand done. Literally, like, I'm going to pull my crib notes off here, but I used the full caps method of writing. Yellow legal pad, and I outlined everything, plot everything, and then wrote a significant amount here, and then went over to my computer and wrote there. Slow, tedious process. I got better and faster at it.
Of course.
And, so I was able to crank things out a little bit faster. Moving up to essentially about 2022, I was able to start using AI to do research, to start helping me come up with plots, to help me do outlines, and a little bit of prose writing. It was pretty garbage back then, but it was, it got you there to where today I talk to Claude projects and I create story dossiers, and I create story dossier templates off the genres that I want. I create story guides. And then
there are 78 people watching you right now, Evan.
Hi, 78 people.
78, 79, 78. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But so, I've been able to take my knowledge of craft and storytelling and have conversations with the AI to be able to create the blueprints that I can develop my pen name, develop the style of my pen name, and then create the series of books or the standalone books pretty rapidly. Takes me longer in cloud projects. That's about a day to 2 days versus my other workflows, which is a couple of hours.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will have to say that this is a preview of a much longer conversation that me and Evan are going to have at least not next weekend, not next Thursday, but maybe the Thursday after that, or maybe even next Friday night, one of the two. Me and Evan are gonna
next week.
You're what?
Even sometime next week, yeah. So
maybe even sometime next week, maybe Tuesday. We'll figure it out. We'll put it on the schedule. You will know about it, everyone. And me and Evan are going to talk about this stuff that we just talked about. I just wanted to give you all a taste of that brain, that lovely, lovely brain of a 7-figure author and a person who has already figured out the mind games, already figured out the publishing games, already figured out the craft games, and knows all this stuff and has gone through it. If you want to get involved with the summit, do me a favor. There's a link in the description below. It even says, if you would like to get involved with the summit, the publishing summit, and the link below, and you can go over to the Future Fiction Academy, and you could see everything there is to see about all of the stuff that we are going to do. But I need to let you know how much it's going to be. And it's going to be a 26-week course. And that 26-week course is going to be $5,000. And if you are one of the first 10 people that sign up for this summit, you will have exclusive access to Evan on a much higher basis than the rest of the cohort. So go over to the Future Fiction Academy. There are links right down there. Click on the link down in the thing, and it'll take you straight to the page so that you can check out everything there is to know. As a matter of fact, that is actually for even people who are in the mastermind, everybody, anybody, and everybody who is interested in learning on a regular basis how to actionably make yourself a publishing company, and at some point in hopefully the near future, be able to earn yourself a six-figure income. All right. Thank you. I
want to thank Evan, because when Evan approached the founders about this thing, we were like, when can you do it? How soon can we get it up? And we literally got this up within a week. I'm very persnickety about, who we would allow to teach this. And we checked the bona fides, and
y'all listen,
someone who's actively making six figures, and he's a publishing genius. So, and he doesn't just write smut, right?
I don't actually. I'm probably not going to do like any smut in this.
Yeah.
We're going to do romance, and there'll be like maybe level 3 spicy, but we're not going to do erotica. We're not going to be doing those things.
And I just really want to stress that this program is completely separate from the Accelerator and the Future Fiction Academy. So you don't have to be a member of the Accelerator or the Academy to be eligible to join it. It can be anybody who has been working with ghostwriters, or you have like a long catalog and you really want to learn how to be an actual publisher. This is the new age of publishing, where we are all able to be a small and mighty press. Especially now, I will say that this program does encourage you to be AI positive, right? To be able to use AI to do your production as fast as possible.
They wouldn't be watching this right now if they weren't AI positive.
Yeah.
Hey, 84 people, do me a favor. Like this video right now. We need to get this out to as many people as possible, because this is actually important. This is important for people's careers, for their futures. So all of you 84 people, if you would do me a favor and click the like button right now. And also, while I'm thinking about it, hi, everyone. Good to see you all.
Wait, I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry.
You cut me off, dude.
Sorry. Did I cut you off?
A little bit. It's okay.
Be mad at me, girl.
I did my hair today. So
she got a little. I know she got that blowout going.
I did.
All right.
Anyway,
what were you saying? I'm sorry.
What I really want to stress is that this is the time. You're here. You can do this. And we have some of the biggest publishers in the world who are taking meetings with us and inquiring as to what we are doing with this AI press, with this Your First Draft, with this software. What's going on that you're able to make these books that are really good and make us laugh and make us cry? So if you are someone who has, mastered the AI writing stuff and you're like, there's nothing more for me, but you haven't gotten your publishing figured out, Bad Evan is probably the best person to teach you. And if I didn't already know how to run a press, I would be signing up myself.
I mean, come on, y'all. This is like, I want to say it's next level, but it's actually a level above next level, because you are not only going to learn like comprehensive craft skills, but you're going to learn business skills. All right. So, real, actual, actionable things. You're going to get templates. You're going to get all kinds of stuff and tools to help you maximize your profit. Profit is first. I read this book that Elizabeth keyed on to me, and it totally changed my mindset on exactly how to apply myself to this business that I have created for myself. So if you are a person who wants to create a business that actually could sustain you and your family, I'm telling you, the summit is for you. So do me a favor, go down and click in the links below, and you will find it now. Now, it is awfully nice to see all of you wonderful people. Hello, Alyssa and RK Sterling. Hello.
Now you can say hi to everyone.
Yeah, Stacy's even there. Stacy's there. Pat's there. Oh, Ross. Aha, Ross. Good day to you, Ross. Ooh, Jenny BB, one of our newest instructors over at the Academy. Jenny
Every
BB.
Sunday.
Every Sunday. She's she's smart. She's smart. Like, we got so many. Y'all don't have any clue how many smart people we have. I mean, we won't even mention Olivia. I mean, I'm telling you, we just got a lot of smart people in the FFA. And Susan, how you doing? Rick, how you doing? McKinley, how you doing? Danny, hello. Liz, how are you? Mel's here. Bill's here. Skew's here. Oh, my goodness. Steph Bailey is here. Zedeca Z is here. How are you all doing? Am I seeing anybody else? Susan, I think, did I say you
I already went
already?
through those and
Yep.
shared them earlier while y'all were chitty, chatty.
Chitty chat. And so hello, all of you wonderful people who are here right now. All right, if you want to sign up, there's a link right down in the description below.
I also put it in the chat with your discussion about it, about, you know, if you want to take your publishing career to the next level with a 7-figure author and an active year after year 6-figure author. Like, that's the key. Like, I can't stand the guru classes of like people who are like, oh, I did this 5 years ago, but I'm not publishing anything right now. Like that means you don't have any skin in the game right now. So
no, this is
Evan,
The first 10, the first 10
go ahead.
that show up, the first 10 that sign up, it's actually, if you're one of the first 10, you'll get 5 1-hour one-on-one sessions with me that you schedule.
Yeah.
So that's, and I charge $200 an hour. So that's $1,000 savings right there, plus one-on-one help. So, okay, you said you have gifts for me? You have presents?
I do.
I love presents.
So I'm going to make now, I know you already know how to N8N and sequence out to wazoo, but to help your students even further, I have a 40-chapter, your first draft blueprint to share with everyone, and I will be teaching tomorrow in the accelerator, in the lab room at noon. Oh, we already got 1 down of the 10. There's 9 left.
Better hurry, kids. Better hurry. And also, like, I've taken down my scheduler, so like that's also the only way to get me now. Just FYI. But okay, so tell me, so you've got a 40-chapter blueprint.
Oh yes.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh yes.
That's
yes.
40 chapters.
40 chapters. I have to give major freaking props, and I want everyone in the chat to prop, woo, 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 Mel and Joe. Mel and Joe have been working tirelessly this week to get this to work. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's about a 20% chance that it's going to break when I try to show it, but it wouldn't be an EAW madness if we weren't showing, you know, the latest and greatest. The capability, the system that Mel specifically came up with, and we brain melded on this, but her techniques are opening the door. This is the very beginning. We are going to be able to probably run chapters, almost as many chapters as you want within the next couple of months.
Nice.
By using the strategies of summarization and RAG and different prompting techniques. And I have a vision. I don't say I have a dream, because that's already taken, and that's a very important thing. I have a vision. Mikello?
Oh my God.
I have a vision.
What is your vision, Elizabeth?
In a few months, you know, this thing's going to go semi-public in September, end of August-ish time. We're working towards that. But I have a vision that before Vegas in November at Author Nation, your first draft is going to be able to take an order of 3 books, and it just writes you the 3 books in the series in that day. And then the next day you have 3 books ready to edit.
That is a vision, y'all. That is her vision. That is not something that actually we have achieved yet. And we haven't even achieved it in the back room or anything like that. But
not yet.
But I understand the notion.
I think I remember on multiple occasions people doubting the ability of the vision and the vision happening and manifesting into real actionable software and processes. So I'm not going to bet against you. I'm expecting.
I wouldn't bet against you either.
When we see each other in Vegas, I expect to be able to order 3 books in series and have it spit it out for me. So,
yep.
And I have no doubt.
And with the way that it might just be a matter of in the back we do a thing and it goes all the way to the end of the book, and then you do some stuff in the between to set up the next book, and on and on and on we go, y'all. I mean, there is a road. I can see the road. The lights are on the road for miles and miles, and I can see the run. I can see it. I definitely can see it. So I'm excited. I'm super excited.
I literally found. I went hunting today. We're going back to an oldie but a goodie. We are running the Orc Mafia romance today.
Oh
yeah, and we're
with the
running
girl and the orc and the orc and the mafia thing, and the girl's a fairy. Oh yeah.
Remember when I was talking about cold storage before?
Yes.
That's a cold storage.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually have some cold storage stuff going myself, so I hear you.
So I was going through my old Notion pages, and I'm glad Steph is in the house really fast. Steph, I found Werewolf Ahoo, which was the first sequenced thing that I did with Rexy back in December of 2023.
Jeez. Hey, you know what I found? So because we've been doing all these shorts lately, I got one of your old shorts popped up, and it was on the chapter types. Remember those?
Oh yeah, chapter types. They still work. They're still savvy.
Yep, they still work. That's some long tail stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know why I speak robot fluently. I did not ask for this superpower, but since I have it, I share it. And Mel and I were talking this morning, and I was like, because we were like high-fiving each other, like, girl, I love you because you challenged me intellectually, and that's what she was saying, and I was saying it back, like, because we both feel like we love how smart each other are, and like that we get to be mad scientists together and work on these things. And I was like, yeah, but I definitely take a Uncle Ben approach. With great power comes great responsibility. So
yes.
Oh my gosh, Lynn goes, I have Werewolf Ahoo saved.
Werewolf in London.
All right, so without further ado, Evan, you are welcome to stay if you want to chill, but I want to warn everybody, I've got a big drink. I've got another half of a Gatorade I can pour into said big drink. You want to buckle up because we're going all night as we need to for these books.
And Evan, I will get a hold of you, just in case you're leaving now. I will get a hold of you, and we will have a discussion next week, everyone. A deep dive into what you can expect from the summit, the publishing summit from the FFA.
I am definitely going to go because I need to spend an hour with Barry.
Yay, Barry.
I go to bed no later than 10 o'clock because I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to start working. So,
all right. Well, will I see you tomorrow at my noon? It's my 11. It's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock class. 11 a.m. tomorrow. 11 a.m. and 7 p.m.
Eastern Standard. Eastern time, not Eastern Standard.
Because that's what I've got on my calendar. Did it say noon earlier? Because that's what I've got on my calendar. But it's 11 Eastern.
Yeah.
11 Eastern. Okay. I'll update my calendar.
Does it say noon now?
I'm going to be there. I don't know. It did earlier.
Check the Notion.
Okay.
All right, my accelerator and mastermind peeps in the chat.
Thank you, Evan.
Join me tomorrow on Saturday to be looking at some of these new capabilities that we have. Let me know in the chat if I will see you tomorrow as well, in case you can't stay tonight. And please like and subscribe. We have so many great things coming in the next couple of weeks. We have Jay from Plot Drive coming next Friday. Also,
big announcements. Yes. Big announcements.
On your calendars, July 24th through the 26th, I will be doing a bunch of lives on YouTube, off and on with other people and all that other jazz and some other people too. But we will be running books in your first draft, taking it right to Plot Drive, publish, like editing it up, start to finish, soup to nuts. And that way everybody gets to see it.
Oh, in your first draft.
Yeah, so it's going to be your first draft straight to Plot Drive for the finalization and the editing and all of the analysis and all of that, so that we get a published ready book.
Is this one of those crazy 3 sessions a day sort of thing, or just
it's going to be one of those.
It's going to be 3, huh? All right.
I can do it. I got a CPAP machine now.
I got you. So everyone, just so y'all know, breathing while you're sleeping is so incredibly important. You know, I had no idea that was actually that important until I got a CPAP machine, and it changed my life. And when I heard that Elizabeth got an APAP, I was through the moon because I knew that she had all of this stuff already up here and all of this capacity and all of this bandwidth, and it was going to be taken to the next level because of. And have you started to notice it, haven't you? Finally.
Yes, I can now sleep a solid 4 to 6 hours with it, and it helps me. But I wake up. We're also doing some more testing for narcolepsy because, like, this afternoon I got the sleepies attack, and I was crashed out for 2.5 hours. So I'm still having some issues with my sleep, but we are halfway there, and that is optimism for me because 3 months ago I was sleeping like 14-hour days. I was really struggling even to like get to lives and get to classes and having to do a lot of work.
I remember you hit a wall that was pretty significant. But enough about our health. I'm just very happy that she has some stuff that is helping her because it helped me immensely. Changed my life. I'm literally working for the Future Fiction Academy probably because of it.
I already have crazy dreams, Danny. So I don't have more crazier dreams with the CPAP machine. I have the same amount of crazy dreams that I always had. So I
don't have my dream thing hasn't gone up either.
But that's one of the reasons why they're looking into narcolepsy for me. One thing I didn't know. I've always had this since I was a kid. Like, I would hallucinate people in the room, have sleep paralysis. I talk in my sleep. Last weekend, I signed sign language to my sister in my sleep. So if that's something that you've always struggled with, talk to your doctor because I didn't know everybody else didn't have that.
I didn't. I'm telling you, I didn't know that you weren't supposed to breathe at night. I mean, because I didn't breathe at night at all, hardly. 74 times it would wake me up. So apparently I wasn't sleeping.
Lynn goes, crazy dreams are a feature of writers. Indeed. But not everybody dreams either. Some people's creativity expresses itself in a different way. But there's a lot of us that I do dream my books. I do also have nightmares about my ex-husband. I dreamed that the coat on my wall, on my door is a phantom going to attack me. And let me tell you, I've become a sassy 40-year-old woman in my dreams with this nonsense. Like, the other night, I had the dream of like the specter on the wall thing again. And I was like, go ahead.
What you going to do? Yeah.
What are you going to do? I ain't got time for this. You're going to haunt me. You're going to do whatever you want to go ahead.
Are you starting to go lucid?
Well, I always can. I always have been able to
I've only achieved it once or twice. But, it's pretty powerful when you can do it.
I think we can chalk this up to my brain is a scary place to be.
All right.
Danny says, too funny. And Steph goes, and we wonder why little old ladies are mean. I like being mean. All right.
I love mean little old ladies. They're my favorite.
In your notes, you have links to the story dossier that I'm using. I'm going to get into teaching mode here a little bit. Ikela will interrupt me and tell me about the chat and all of that, but I have one already going on and we'll let that run. And I'm going to show how changing that story dossier is going to change the entire writing style. So we're going to basically use the exact same story dossier with the exact same writing models. This new model that we are all loving right now. Who has been playing with AI on Labs 1.0?
Anybody?
I'll wait.
We'll wait.
I'm going to also create a banner for it.
Oh, she's going to create a banner, everyone.
Let me talk about this model really fast. This is available in Open Router. It came out in February of this year. Y'all. It's a really, really good writer. It is a thinking model that is uncensored and can do 134,000 tokens of context and up to 33,000 tokens out. Now, don't do 33,000 tokens out. It starts hallucinating at 8,000 tokens out. Also, do not run it at a temperature of 1. Run it at a temperature of 0.6, 0.7.
I've heard even as low as 0.2, 0.3 from a couple of people too, but
2.3 or 0.23.
No, 0.2 or 0.3. Not, you know what I mean? I haven't
gone that low with it.
Me too.
So,
I would think that would be weird, but
The notes are in the description, and I will also put another link to it here. I did. I mean, it even got the Bad Evan stamp of approval. Let me tell you, this thing wrote some demon. Okay, I'm writing a demon paranormal romance. I'm working on that one. And it wrote a methodology of intercourse that I would not in a million years have even thought to do. And it was hot. But it was also freezing. it was the guy's cold breath. Like he exhaled.
Yeah. Oh, that. That
She's in jail and is describing this because he's posing as her lawyer. And I'm like, never in a million bajillion years would I have. And like the way it wrote, like I could see that thing being a TV show with like, and she would just like, it's like a cross between like, is she being, is she enjoying this or is she being possessed and being tortured? Like it's a fine line. And as Steph Riley says,
it's so dirty.
Yeah. It can be. You really have to scale it back. Like I accidentally told it that there should be explicit violence or sex because they're demons in like every chapter, expecting like, you know, when we say that, usually what does an AI do? Does it put it in every chapter?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, yeah. No. I meant no.
Yeah. This little pumpkin did. It put breaking noses, mean groins, blood, lots of sexual acts, orgies, and in every single chapter. I had to be like, okay, wait, we need to scale that back a little bit. We're not doing that in every chapter.
I'm very, maybe I'll do a video on,
yeah, that's fine. We were thinking about, you know, how we talk about models. Like, I'm not going to lie. We do feel it in the FFA, even of like, he's discovered this new thing. We shouldn't tell anybody. But I mean, it's a public model and we're already ranked in the top 10 in Open Router on it. So I don't think it's much of a secret that we're using.
And if the FFA is ranked high on it, that means that there's a lot of people using it. Because there are a lot of people in the FFA.
There are.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I gave it a chapter that I got from Claude that was supposed to be explicit, but wasn't. AI in Labs. The name was awful. The name, but it continued the scene and spiced it up to at least 5 chilies. Steph says it also can do tender romantic love scenes. Jen was gonna say, I was gonna say it's Star Cannon with a brain, but it's even more. I know it's like Star Cannon with with like a sentience.
Wow.
And Moonchild is coming back to the Future Fiction Academy, so that's good to know. We're happy to have you back.
Oh, that is nice.
I love that, and I love that our program's like that. We don't lock authors in; we're authors ourselves. We never want to be like, you are stuck with us. We're a year. Like, nah, come and go as you want.
Yeah, that is true. You're right. Yeah. That is true.
We understand. We're busy. All right, let's jump into it, shall we? So
I'm really excited for this. Let's do this.
I'm excited.
Welcome everyone to the 40 chapter version of Your First Draft. We have been we've been doing little things to cobble together like full novels because you could still. I did a novel with 20 chapters and it did 59,000 words. Right. So now you have double that capacity. You have the capacity to do 40 chapters with how many words now, Elizabeth?
Well, one of Mel's experiments today did over 120,000 words.
Cheers.
Cheers. Epic Fantasy Writers Unite.
This is going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
We might actually be too busy reading our own stuff and how cool it is to publish it. And that's where Bad Evan comes in, everyone. That's where Bad Evan comes in.
Yep. So I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to start off with our notes, just so you guys can see our notes. And Ikelo, I trust you to make us big, make us small, do all the jimmy jam there. But we have the 40 chapters. So we've talked about the 10, 30, 40 chapter blueprints, Bad Evan's Publishing Summit. If you missed that, there's a link. July Accelerator gets you into your first draft now. Okay? Now. So your first draft is not scheduled to go out to semi-public. And when I say semi-public, there's going to be a limitation on how many people can sign up so that we can scale. And you get to join buying a class, and it'll come with a certain amount of tokens and stuff like that. But it's going to probably be a little pricey. It's probably going to be in the $300 to $500 range to come in, because we're going to be training you and making sure that you understand, because it's going to be open to people who are not in the accelerator or in the mastermind. But mastermind and accelerator people always get their discount on tokens, and then they also are going to continue to get their free token each month as part of their membership. So I mean, it's such a great deal.
Can I ask you a question, Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Why is stuff always so expensive at the FFA?
A couple of reasons. Number one, we teach everything freely on our YouTube channel for people to get started if they really have time but no resources. But
Absolutely.
we don't have a team that can handle so many transactions at the lower price points. We are here for professional authors or for the seriously aspiring to be professional authors. We are not here, like a lot of the AI products on the market are trying to be like 80,000 people. Oh,
No, go ahead.
yeah, no, it should just be us. I got it. 80,000 people want to, or whatever the stupid statistic is that every company uses to try to raise VC money. It's like something like 80% of all people want to write a book in their lifetime. But here's the thing. People don't even pick what they're going to watch on Netflix. They just rely on the algorithm.
Yes.
So, when I started all of this, I worried about my kin. I worried about my family that has been publishing with me since 2011 in the trenches. When AI came along, I'm like, this is the biggest threat and the biggest opportunity in our lifetime. And so, yeah, the FFA is expensive because we focus on publishing professionals and supporting them through this transition into the next era of publishing. Does it mean... Oh, go ahead.
I want you all to think of it as, are you your own business? Well,
Right.
we are business to business. So
Yes.
we are a business to business service, and we choose to be out in the public and showing you the things that can make you a business, so that at some point you might need more of our business help. So, and that is true. And that's for real. It's a business to business expense. And it makes sense that we have the price points we have, because otherwise we'd have a lot of people in there who weren't necessarily actually doing this thing. And then they could actually work with other people. There are other people out there you can work with that do things that are different than that are on a smaller scale. But we're trying to build empires here. We're trying to build people's livelihoods here. We want people to make money. You've heard of that 20 books and 50K thing. We want you to have 100 books a year. 100 books a year, not just 20 books over to make you $50,000. We want you to be able to really actually have an income and make real money. So.
Bad Evan says, it's the seed money you're investing in building your successful business. And Moonchild, so there's a thing, Kimberly points it out, these other companies are focusing on volume, not quality. Believe me, I've already seen the copycats of your first draft. They're terrible.
They are terrible.
They're the worst. And that's because people who don't write for a living are going to go, oh, Nano's just fine. Just slap some Nano. Like, they put the cheapest models in there. They don't understand storycraft. They don't understand structure. And as Moonchild says, I want volume and quality. And that's what I believe too. I believe in 480 books a year that our press puts out, but a human has read every single one of those books and stamped their approval that it is good enough for other humans to read. So we are not just publishing schlock, or what do they call it now? AI slop or AI, what they have a word for it. What's his face did the,
I
think it's AI schlop or something like that.
AI.
I don't know, whatever it is. We're not doing that. And I just don't have the capacity to serve my fellow professional author in all of the research that it takes to run the FFA, all of the testing it takes to run the FFA, and also serve people who want to be at that $20 price point and not very serious about writing their book, but have 1,000,001 questions, but they're not actually doing the work. I'm one person. Like we're a small team.
Thank you.
John Oliver,
I feel like you answered my question. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. So back to the fun stuff.
And just so y'all know, I love live streaming with Elizabeth. We play some serious pickleball together. I mean, we can put that ball in play. We keep that ball in play, y'all.
Yeah.
Actually, we should do that. We should find some pickleball courts when we get to Vegas and all play some pickleball. Oh, come on. You would be good at it.
I am not an athlete.
You don't. That's why it's called That's why it's pickleball. The ball is hollow and it's slow.
I'll do bowling.
And it's like table. Yeah. It's like table tennis, except it's a little bit bigger. You're standing on the court, not on the table.
You on. All right. So Accelerator, if you want to get into your first draft right now, and as I keep telling people, don't think that you have to wait for this 40 chapter thing to run your token. You can run the 5 chapter free 5 chapter one that is hooked up to Nano and Mini. It's really bad writing, but it's to teach you how this software works. Cut your teeth on a novella or two so that you get the hang of it, because you have to validate that outline.
Come on now.
You have to.
Say it. Preach, sister.
So you have the worksheet right here. If you click on it, it'll want to download, or you can see it. This is our thing. And here's the thing. You guys can just literally take this and go run it in Claude chat if you want to. We really don't. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. We really aren't, Fort Knox over here. We serve the people we can, and we leave help for those who need to go a different path if they need to make money to have money to invest. All right, so let's go take a look at the new Your First Draft. That is not that one.
Are you showing the front end or the back end?
I'm showing the front end. I almost showed the back end, but thank God I didn't click the button.
Yeah. I'm like, don't show the back end now.
Well, it doesn't show the domain name anyway, so I can show the back end. And
I want people to see the thing that they're going to be working with as opposed to the thing that we work with.
So I have this. I refreshed it. So this is when I started. When the live actually started. This is you guys have the first 15 chapters that is already in your notes so that you can see it. Here's the activity log. You can see I started this at 7:00 for the planning of it. And then the actual writing of it here where Aeon is, it started at 7:22. So I started this locally my time almost 2 hours ago, about an hour and a half. And it's done, right? It's on chapters 33 of 40.
Oh, okay. It's still working.
So let me just explain something really fast. I put my stuff in there. I went to press the cascade button. I let it do all the story dossier thing. I took a shower. I came back from my shower. The story dossier stuff was done.
And all you had to do was read through it.
Yeah. And double check it and all of that. And then we were doing all this stuff, and this book has been running while we were talking and all of that. So how many words is 33 chapters right now? Well, if I go to my generate draft and I go to view my first draft, share this tab instead, you guys, I'm at 116,000 words.
Definitely enough to pull back on.
Yeah.
Definitely enough to edit.
Oh, yeah. Now, I might actually be hitting the context limit on this particular model. I'm a little bit because we're not set. Yeah, never mind. We're not going to hit the context limit on this. It'll be fine.
Oh, you only did 33 chapters, right?
It's running 34 right now. See? So you got this little status thing right here.
There it is. There it is.
So let me just read a little bit. This is Aeon. Let me make sure that you can see it kind of okay.
Hey, and Steph, thank you for saying that.
Yes, we love you, Steph Riley.
This is our day job, and we do deserve a living wage, absolutely. And a guffawed wow from Susan. Wow, like Owen Wilson. Wow.
Here we go. The scent of cheap rock gut whiskey and fresh blood hung thick in the alley's stagnant air. Garrick stomped his boot down hard. Bone crunched beneath the worn leather sole. A pitiful, gurgling cry cut off abruptly. Under his foot, the goblin's boss's face flattened against the grimy cobblestones, a broken tusk now embedded in the filth. Silence rushed in, heavy and sudden, broken only by the wet, ragged breaths of the vanquished and the low growl simmering in Garrick's own chest. Message delivered, Garrick's voice rumbled, scraping like gravel over the sudden quiet. He lifted his foot, revealing the goblin's smashed, bloodied features. One milky eye stared sightlessly at the dripping pipes overhead. A choked whimper came from a heap of bruised bodies nearby. Another goblin, smaller, wiry, tried to push himself up on trembling arms. Brock Ironjaw loomed over him, a mountain of scarred green muscle and reinforced leather. The lieutenant's namesake jaw, a slab of iron fused to his skull, clenched. He didn't need words. A single heavy fist descended. The whimper silenced.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, by the way, you're on a fail.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah. But wow. Wow. Thanks, Susan, for pointing that out. Wow.
Yep. The new Your First Draft, when that happens, share this tab instead. Right now, Joe is watching it for me, so he went ahead and like pushed the button. But if for any reason it gets stuck now, it'll just pop up a yellow button here that you can keep going. Now, why does it get stuck? Well, we have all worked with AI, and sometimes, so right here, there's
you're pushing the limit. You're pushing the limit.
There's a internal server error. So Joe will be looking into that right now. But it gives the error message. Did we mention that this is an alpha? It's an alpha. It's an alpha thing.
Like like alpha. I mean, even though all of the people who are internally testing it, all of the people who have bought credits are not complaining about the output.
No.
There is literally nobody inside the FFA right now that I know of that is overtly complaining about the output of Your First Draft, because I'd actually want to know. We want to know.
Yep.
So,
Skew Lights asks, that was Ion? Yes, that was Aion. And every time I say Aion, it reminds me of the Aaron.
Aaron.
The Aaron.
See, what happened was.
So yeah, Kim Gordon says it's awesome. I'm publishing my Your First Draft this weekend. Yeah, Kim.
You're publishing it? You're going on you're publishing it. Kimberly.
Yeah. So I think this one has something wrong with it, and that's okay because we literally just innovated this today. Oh, no, it's completed now. So it's got its life together. And that just happens sometimes. This is one of the reasons why, the token is the expense that it is, so that we've got room to rerun or fix it or what have you. So the cost of this for Future Fiction Academy members, you can use one of your free tokens that you get every month, but tokens are $75 for Mastermind and Accelerator members. So for $75, you can have 120,000 word draft of your story ready to edit. Oh, Danny says he will be publishing his next week at some point as well. That is amazing. That makes me so happy that Your First Draft is impacting people's livelihoods and careers, that they're able to take these novellas. Now, both of them are in the Mastermind, so you guys use free tokens for that, right?
Probably.
Yeah. So Kimberly said she got 80,000 words. So it is not up to 120K now per token. It is 120K for 2 tokens. Remember? We are 30 to 60K. Yep, Twegan, Mel is working on stuff. Yep. So it is still 1 token gets you 20 chapters, 1.5 tokens, 30 chapters, 2 tokens, 40 chapters. And that works out. So something's going wonky because it wrote me 5,000 words in a chapter. Mel's taking a look at it. This is kind of a new thing. So we're working on it.
Remember the old standard for what a actual novel is 50,000 words, y'all.
Yes.
And if you and I'm telling you, if you structure your novel in the correct way, you can use 20 chapters to write a 50,000 word novel. You could do that. So just remember, it's not just because we're doing this for the epic fantasy people. We're doing this for the super space opera people. We're doing this for all of those people who have longer forms of literature that they're building for their businesses and cannot be accommodated by 50,000 words.
Yeah. Now there are still some issues here because look, right here in chapter 22, I got some unhelpful. We do have a system set up that it takes this out, but every once in a while, the LLM model will write it in a way that it does not escape it out. So
does this mean that we should validate?
Yes, you do have to validate. You do not take these things and publish them as is. If you do, you are
That'd be your
going
fault.
to risk this kind of thing.
Yep.
At the end of the day, this is still artificial intelligence running, and we do not believe at the Future Fiction Academy that raw AI should ever be published without a human reading it. That's just rude.
One, it's rude. Two, you're probably going to get your crap stolen from you. So someone will take your story and just say, hey, you didn't do anything to this. I know it because you have all of these prompts and crap in there.
That's another thing. But it is true that one of the reasons why we wanted to target a draft specifically and not go after like how do we make perfectly finished, flawless novels with AI, which is really challenging anyway. You can't get a copyright on purely AI written stuff. You can only get a copyright on your selection and arrangement of AI words, and then your own human written words that are interspersed in there. And then that specific arrangement of your human words plus all these AI pieces that are put together, that is your copyright. And that's an important distinction. I mean, that's an important thing for our industry. This is still nascent technology.
Nascent technology, everyone.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, working on your outline. 2 whole days working on that. Went overboard on the outline. I stuffed a crap ton of beats and info into that worksheet. Somebody asked a question of like, can you do 2 scenes per chapter? You can, but it's not really designed for that. You would need to handle that in your outline. I would make sure that you're making it clear about the POV. I would not try to do 2 scenes in 1 chapter if you're doing first person point of view from a character's point of view. I would do it for third person.
Sweet.
Yeah. So at any rate, this is, let's go play. I'm going to go back
scroll,
to my first draft.
Elizabeth, go back. I wanted to take a look and see, was there any other spots in the output that you already had where it was doing any weirdness again? You know what I'm saying?
Probably. There probably was. So
I'm
that's
just
one
curious.
of the reasons why we're doing this. I mean, you can do a quick check right here.
Yeah.
And I can scroll through and it's just giving me the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. Nowhere
and
else
I
really
see
obvious.
there's a sync right there.
Right.
There's another one in chapter 24, 25. So it looks like it's getting a little bit confused. And we'll take a look at this, but that's okay because it still wrote the tag. So chapter 30, if I want to go check on that, I can literally view my first draft, go to chapter 30 and make sure, okay, it's doing some information here. And
it looks
now
like it's stuck. Did it open up a different screen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to share the tab. My bad. I'm working on it.
No, you're good.
So chapter 30 has a little bit of and it's because we're working on how to escape this out.
And then it wrote it.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
So this thing is 4,468 words. If I just grab the words that are, it wrote a full chapter. It did not stop.
Yeah.
Ugh. What is going on in this scene?
The torchlight lingered, sweeping. Let me see. Trix nodded in her face.
I'm going to start at the beginning.
Okay. There of Grista's den hug thick with the scent of nervous sweat, damp earth, and the pungent tang of the black honey salve reapplied to Brock's bandages. Time previously a slow drip in the deep dark now felt like, wow.
It now felt like sand rushing through an hourglass.
Yeah. It's working. I thought it was going to do some kind of weird 4 words seem like they're right, and then the 5th word is weird. And no. It's all coherent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, how did you create this dossier?
Well, that's a good question. Let me go back here.
I hope I'm not derailing your plans.
No.
I apologize.
No. We'll let that one kind of cook. It looks like they stopped the batch. They're working on the back end to kind of like help it. So let me go over here and we're going to start fresh. And basically we have this YouTube Live Ion ready to go. I'm going to open it. So this is how you can bring information in. Now, I already have the story dossier from the first one. So one option you have is I'm going to get started with this. It'll walk you through exactly what to expect as you move through the main steps, how you fill it in, your story pitch. We're going to start with story pitch, actually. So we're going to do a whole fresh one right here. So I'm going to go to Imagine It, and it'll tell me what makes a good story pitch, some ideas here. And I can do a random generation. I can go from my idea, or I can create my story pitch from scratch with complete creative control.
Oh, it doesn't have a coming soon on it.
No, this is available, and I believe it's available now in production. So if I'm just going to click on manual creation so you can see what that one looks like. I can literally click this and put in the information that I want. So I can put all the information in here. So one thing that I did is I took,
oh my gosh, I love this,
all of my old information. Now, if I'm not sure what I want here, I can always click the dice and it'll just pitch something. The dice means random, like, hey, give me something.
from your variations, creating your pitch variations.
Yep.
From whatever
And-
information you have ahead, or is this a brand new? Is this the top of the?
I didn't put anything in, so it'll be interesting what it comes up with. I probably should have put something in. Joe's probably screaming somewhere in California right now.
Why?
She broke it. She broke it. One thing though is that it does take a little while. And sure, I should have tested this before I went live.
I'd like you all to know Gracie just had her dinner and she's giving herself a nice little bath over here. It's so cute.
So I'm gonna just stop this one because we're gonna go over that more in deep on Sunday, or on Saturday. So from my idea, I know this information does work, and I was able to bring all that information in. I did that earlier. So if I grab it from so I'm just putting this in the story world of the Orc Mafia Orc Mafia romance. So it's just information here.
While you're looking at that, I got a Glow says, geez, I'm in the mastermind, but bandwidth went elsewhere for 2 months. What the heck is YFD? Searching Discord for basic info, found teachable YFD section, but can someone give me Cliff Notes?
Yeah.
It's
Rexy 3.
Go ahead.
It's Rexy 3.
It's Rexy 3.
Yeah.
Except pretty. Super pretty. Super pretty.
Yeah, your first draft. Thank you, Mel. I'm sorry I did not validate the thing. I was running late. Your first draft. I know.
Telling you, y'all, you have to validate. Listen, you actually, the reason we run into these things is because we're teaching you this stuff, okay? And so we have to like speed run stuff all the time. But literally, you want to make sure that you like that story. You gotta like the story.
It is sequencing. So I know what it stands for, but what is it? It is literally sequencing for those who could never figure out the sequencing. So it allows you to basically have help with working on the outline and all of that. And then you run your first chapter, you edit the first chapter, and then you can run all the rest of the chapters. So we're going to start doing one start for finish Glow here in just a second. So I'm just going to put Orc Mafia romance in here, and I'm going to take out all of the characters. So everybody get rid of Groomsh and Serafina, milk it from your mind. I'm just putting in here Orc Mafia romance. The Orc Mafia romance genre is a unique blend of fantasy and romance novels. It features orc characters typically seen in fantasy settings who are involved in mafia-like organizations. We're going to get a whole fresh story. So I'm just going to click generate the story pitch, and it is now going to pitch me a story based on what I just asked it to do.
Now, this is a genre you made up yourself, right?
I don't think I made it up. There was orc romance, and mafia romance was hot at the time, so we did a kit bash kind of a thing.
Oh, okay. Ooh, look at you using old phrases.
Failed to fetch. Okay, this is the last time, but it does work in production because I did it earlier today.
Oh, are you in baby right now?
I am, because that's what I was told to do, but let me go ahead and I'll open up production and we'll work with it there. We went fast this week, you guys. Honestly, if I could have said it, I would have said we're not doing this today. No, I'm not. It's a different project, Mel. So this YouTube live one, this is the one that I haven't done anything in yet. The Imagine It story pitch. You know what? I wonder if
Did you project overview it and get yourself a blueprint?
No. That was already, yeah, it's genre neutral, 40 chapters. It's the open canvas Aeon only 40. So the
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Just making sure.
So from my idea, I'll paste that back in. Oh boy. We're gonna, just in case we have to do this again, we're just gonna copy that part. I'm going to generate the story pitch. If this doesn't work, I'm going to activate the project and then try the story pitch because that might be what's wrong with it. That's the kind of things. Those are the kinds of bugs that usually happen with this stuff. It's a lot of moving parts.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Great product demo, Elizabeth. You break everything. That's what I do.
Well, but to be quite honest with you, I like the fact that we're seeing this in the rawest form that we could possibly see it.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because you know that this is the worst it's ever going to be.
Yep.
And that is a statement that we make in like AI circles all the time. This is the worst it's ever going to be, y'all.
Here's the pitch. Are you guys ready? You let us know if it is a home run or not. All right. Veins of the Iron Clan. Okay. Ooh. I'm intrigued. In a world. You do it, Ikello. You're better than me. In a world.
In a world where orcish clans rule the shadowy underworld, love and loyalty clash in a deadly game of power and passion.
All right. Let us know in the chat who's reading on, who's going to keep going.
That's it.
All right.
What's the pitch?
Dive into a dark, thrilling exploration of the Orc Mafia, where mighty warlords wield both brutal strength and sharpened wits to maintain their empire. When Simon, a fierce Orc ranger with a mysterious past, is thrust into the deadly binary of loyalty and betrayal, he must navigate the hidden directories of crime and trust. Amid levies and undercover specials, and unexpected romance blooms, challenging the very behavior and myth of Orc society. Will love be a prayer of hope or the weight that drags them into ruin? With rapid-fire presentations of clan politics and powerful backing strategies, this tale balances the speed of live action with the slow burn of forbidden love, delivering an addictive narrative that brings fresh visibility to the Orc underworld.
Who's the female?
Mira, the Levy Blacksail, a cunning Orc enforcer with a reputation for swift justice.
So it's Orc on Orc.
It's Orc on Orc. Now, I have a magic wand. I can click the magic wand and I can say, I want the pitch to be more specific.
Romeo and Juliet?
And tell me the exact details of the story. Nothing vague like betrayal without an explanation. Let's go with the enforcer is a is like an adopted son to the chieftain.
Harper said, Romeo and Juliet is not a romance, Kello.
No, it's a tragedy where 4 people die.
That is true. It's true. Well, I'm just thinking more along the lines of Star-Crossed.
Yeah.
I want to give you a little Star-Crossed, not Death Star-Crossed. But.
This is a fantasy world, contemporary urban fantasy type plane. Apply changes. Let's see what we get. Now you can do this on any project for free. You don't even have to activate a token yet. The story pitch editor is available for you. As soon as you like pick a blueprint, you can use the story pitch editor and start pitching yourself a story for that thing. Now, eventually we'll probably put a thing like if you get 10 story pitches, you know, the dinosaur will come out and say, hey, figure out your life. But, okay, so here we go. Simon, an orc raised as the adopted son of the Iron Clan chieftain, enforces clan justice with unflinching loyalty in a city where magical and mortal factions collide. When the clan's smuggling operations come under threat from a rival human syndicate, Simon is tasked with dismantling the enemy from within. During this mission, he meets Lyra, a sharp-witted elven mage secretly contracted to protect the city's arcane resources, but working undercover within the clan's territory.
Drink.
Yep, Lyra.
Woo, I love that. I love that Lyra, out of all the names in all of the world, has stuck around for literally 2.5 years. That name, I think that was one of Jason's first characters.
All right, so I like Simon, although Simon doesn't feel like an orc name.
No.
Okay, so we're gonna do one last change to it. I'm gonna do my magic wand again. And I'm like, make the names sound like orcs and fantasy creatures, not human names. Apply changes. Let's see what we get.
Think it'll change everything?
It'll change everything a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'm not committed to anything yet.
It all seems pretty malleable, kind of, generic right now anyway, so you can go in any direction.
Chen is currently injured in my medical romance.
I can't wait.
If you have an orc doctor and it names them Patel, I'm going to fall out of my damn chair.
I'm telling you.
It says Chen goes through a lot. Poor Chen.
My dentist, I forgot that my dentist's name was Chen. And so she's one of the hygienists goes, I'm going to go get Dr. Chen. And I literally almost laughed out loud when I heard her say that. I was like, oh, that's right. My doctor's name is Dr. Chen.
It's a real name, people. It's a very popular name. It's a great name. We are not making fun of anyone who has that name. We just wish the AI would stop naming everybody Chen.
And Lyra and
Jake. And
yeah.
Alara.
Yeah, there's a lot of Alaras.
Marcus.
Oh, Marcus. I have they love I had worked on something and I had a Marcus before that, and I'm now all offended that I have a Marcus. Gorosh. Gorosh, an orc raised by adopted son. Yeah, there it is. Yes. What's the girl's name?
Silvara. I like it.
He really wanted to put Lara, but he's like, I'll put some extra syllables in there, see if I can make it.
Actually, I don't mind that because she is an elven mage, and Silva, like Pennsylvania, the Sil means woods in Latin. So I like this name from a fantasy standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
We win with Gorosh. All right, so I'm going to save the pitch. Now it's going to say, hey, what's next? Now let's go to the story dossier worksheet. Now, if I go to that, it should probably tell me like, oh, it's not going to do anything because I haven't activated the thing. So we'll work on that part. But if I go to, what happened here? Okay, I'll just go back to the project this way. It's a work in progress. Joe was working on it to make it really fun. So there's Veins of the Iron Clan. And you can see it's inactive. So when I open it up, I can see that I need to activate the project. You have to activate the project before you go on to Story Dossier Worksheet. And that is when it'll charge your credits. Now, I have an admin account, so it's not going to charge me anything. But this would normally charge 2 credits for this particular blueprint.
So you didn't see this, but McKinley says my nephew's name is Kai.
Kai.
I warned him that he has many adventures on the horizon.
On the horizon. That's great. So So now that we have the planet, I can bring for my story pitch. That story pitch that I had, it's bringing it right in, and it's just going to cascade and fill in that entire worksheet for me from that story pitch.
This is called the Cascade Generation Started.
Yes. So because I went ahead, so you could edit that story pitch and make it as detailed as you want. All the information you want in that story pitch, and it'll just auto magically put it into the blueprint for you. This is why the
crazy.
Yeah, this is why the blueprints are so specific to genre, so that what you say you want the book to be, our experts at writing with AI, and you didn't have to call me out like that. Okay, I was in the shower. But double check that all of your outline completes. Yes, that's what broke on the other one. The outline wasn't finished. Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna fix it. Or she already fixed it and let it go. But the big point here is that you can be as specific as you want in that story pitch, and our blueprints are genre specific. We have taken the time to tweak the prompting, to tweak the outline, to tweak, the genre, the tropes, the different beats. You wouldn't do the same. If I see one more AI person try to do the hero's journey for a romance, I'm going to lose my mind.
Oh. But Elizabeth, everyone knows that hero's journey is like the perfect outline for everything.
I refuse the call. I'm going back to bed with my cutie patootie. Okay.
It's so bad when that happens, man. It's so bad.
So yeah. So what are we going to have for tomorrow? Because I'm working with you guys tomorrow. We are just going to have generic 10, 20, 30, and 40 chapter open canvas, so you guys can bring what you want. Okay. That was the only way we could get this shipped in time for people to start being able to play with it. And the advanced members already know how to bring their own worksheets to the party. Like I already know how to do this, so we're bringing it in. So we're aiming to have a variety, but you can understand this is a big undertaking. We're having to create blueprints and stuff for every little thing. And we're just at the very beginnings of testing out this methodology. There's obviously some little things, snippets and things like that to fix. The process is working in the background, and I'm not sure. We'll eventually have more messages here so that you'll be able to know like what it's going through. I also can do this from the dossier worksheet side too. So while this is running, I'm just going to take a peek in admin and see if it's actually working.
And while you're doing that, I want to remind everyone that this is all brought to you by the Future Fiction Academy. If you would like a gateway to our mastermind, you want to get in there and learn all the things that we learn, all of the cool stuff, do me a favor and sign up for the July Accelerator. The Accelerator is a program that actually gets you up to speed on what we do and how we do it. And it gives you the ability in 90 days to create 2 novels, and you can publish those 2 novels. And that right there could be literally worth the price of admission right there. And what's the price of admission? It's $249 a month. And you will get access to the Accelerator and to the Mastermind. And if you really don't want to do that, you can get some of our standalone classes, including choosing a publishing niche using AI, and Easy Peasy Book Machine, and romance outlines with from Harper, who I think is in the audience right now. It is a comprehensive course on why and how you can create outlines for romance that do not suck like they have been doing when you use your chat models. Now, if you want to, go over, get some translations, and if you sign up for the the Accelerator, you get access to this very same software that we are working with right now called yourfirstdraft.ai. Just come on over. And if you want to sign up for 6 months of the Accelerator, we're going to give you a month off. And just double this If you want to sign up for a year, we're going to give you 2 months off. So go ahead on over to the Future Fiction Academy, and the links are in the description below.
It is running. I can see that on the logs. It is literally processing right now the basic information about the main characters and all of that. So I will go ahead and share this tab because you can't see the URL, but just so you can see some of the things that's happening right here. What is going on? We're probably crashing the Aeon server, not us, but our viewers.
Oh, yeah.
They're having issues right now, is what's going on. This is not running with Aeon, though, right now.
I'm like, believe that. Jen BB. What are you doing, Jen? What are you doing? Jen, what are you doing? That you're like, oops. I think Jen. All right, so Jen's one of our instructors, and if anyone knows anything more about N8N, I don't know who they are, because Jen knows all of the things about N8N. She's running massive machines that she's built from scratch to do the things that like she's been trying to get it to do, and it doesn't work on like normal ways, so she's had to make her own machines. And I'm telling you, she probably broke it, y'all. She probably broke it. Oh, vampire shenanigans.
There's a little bit of chatter about, when will mastermind people or accelerator people be able to bring their own keys into your first draft? And the answer is no.
Nah.
And here's why the answer is no.
Yeah, nah.
If you have not figured out sequencing from all of our N8N classes that we teach, from the Claude 2, or I'm sorry, the Rexy 2, where you can actually make JSON prompting and all of that. If you are not already using Easy Peasy Book Machine with buttons inside of Plot Driver, inside of RaptorWrite, I can't, you're not someone to bring your key into your first draft. And if you are someone who has all those mastered, you don't.
Then you're already doing N8N. Yeah, you're already doing it
because you're already working with N8N and doing your own thing. Your first draft is designed to allow authors who cannot sequence for whatever reason it is, and who.
That's including patience.
Yeah, that includes patience. That includes time. Do you know I know how to make an N8N, and my happy butt is still going to be using your first draft?
That's no joke, y'all.
Our back end is very complicated. It is designed with redundancies and things like that. Like, there's a lot of different settings, to the point that not even everyone on staff is making the technician side of it. They're making the worksheets and stuff like that, but there's only a handful of us that know all the intricacies of the prompting schematics. And our prompting schematics now I think is up to like 10 different variables and an infinite amount of different workflows that we can do and we're just starting to scratch the surface of what's possible, because
I love this.
Just built this thing.
You don't have to be an obsessive weirdo like me. You can just use YFD and get your books.
Mm-hmm.
I can sequence, and I'm still having fun with YFD.
Exactly. Your first draft is designed to save you time. A token for a member of the mastermind it's $75. If you buy one, it's $700 if you buy 10. It's $1,300 if you buy 20. Now let me just put that into perspective. That's 20 novellas for $1,300, or
that's 10 books.
That's 10 books for $1,300. So you can literally invest in the accelerator, invest in your first draft, grab some tokens, and in 1 month, run all your books that you want for an entire year or 2 years of publishing.
And then just spend your time in the next year editing those books and putting them out once a month, once every 3 weeks, whatever your schedule is. I mean, the power that you would have in your hand. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have always said to people that authors need control. And you need control of your destiny. And we're trying to give you a tool that will make it so that you can get a first draft, not the end product, a first draft out as quickly as possible. And then you can do all the editing you want, and then maybe send it over to somebody else who can do more editing for you. I mean, this is powerful.
The other thing that we do is you get every single log of every single prompt that was run on your project. So guess what? You can even reverse engineer. You could do one book in your first draft, go learn N8N, reverse engineer the prompting. Now, why am I not scared of that?
Because
Go ahead.
let me tell you why you aren't scared of that. Because of this. I need to learn sequencing. N8N is still scary. It's still on the scary list. It's an endeavor. It takes a lot. Jen has spent a lot of her brain cells working on these sequences and stuff like that. So that right there, it tells you that do you want to do it? Sometimes it's better to work smarter than harder. And what we're trying to build is a smart tool for you to work smarter and not necessarily harder. But all of the other stuff still applies. All of the things we've taught people still applies, just like craft skills still apply in the age of AI. Did you know that if you don't know how to write, that you probably are still going to put out a bad book with AI? The AI is not going to fix your problems. So craft is always very important to us. We talk craft a lot in the mastermind, actually. I mean, a lot in the mastermind. And it comes up organically because we have to deal with things as they come. So anyway, go ahead.
So it finally finished. This is why, I didn't know how long it would take because last time I went and took a shower while I was running.
Right.
Yeah, this is the one I want to do. So if I share this, it did the story pitch. If I go to edit the story dossier worksheet, you will see that this did not, hold on, maybe it did. Nope, I'm on the wrong project.
Yeah, you are.
Veins of the Iron Clan.
No. You were in it.
Yeah, I know. It did not update. I ran it and it ran everything, but it did not look like it. Oh, wait. Yes, it did. Keyword details.
Okay, there it is. I think you clicked in too quickly.
No, it says it ran everything. So we definitely have some issues here. It definitely wrote some things here. And then I guess it's just filling in other parts. So what you can always do though, is you can go to edit. And because I already have some good stuff here. So this information right here, I can literally just magic wand and it's going to build it from everything else. And if I just generate the enhancement, it'll fill in that one thing. This is a brand new feature. And I think it skipped over some things. We had some issues of it writing back and forth. Right now, what's going on, poor Joe, we have baby admin, baby production, and then production admin. So we have 2 testing servers plus production. And I'm not kidding when I'm saying I really shouldn't have showed this today. It's really not 100% there, but we're just going to make it work. We're just going to do it anyway. And we'll hammer on it tomorrow. And everybody, we always have the ability to run it again, give you another token, etc. That's why this is an alpha. That's why we're giving everyone a chance to test it so we can find these bugs and we can fix them.
Oh my God. Mel says we have kittens and possibly made spaghetti with surgical precision. Uh-oh.
Jorge says he's having fun.
Good. I'm glad. Steph, you mean your first draft, right?
Yeah, she did.
Man,
but it's actually, from her perspective, it's her first draft, so it's my first draft. But yeah, it's your first draft. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's actually good, Elizabeth.
Yeah, and this is true. You can absolutely use the easy peasy book machine for your whole career and never have to build your own flow.
On it. Yep, you
100%.
Absolutely 100%. This is why these are all options, everyone. I just want you to all remember that these are all options for you. So That's what your
So,
first draft is. It's just
when I
another
thumbs
option.
this up, it's now saying readers should feel the gritty tension of a city on the brink, the raw passion of forbidden love, and the profound weight of loyal betrayal. That's the reader experience goal.
Mm.
I'm going to add here too that should make them root for some characters, be repulsed by others, and feel immersed in the story world. So there we go.
There we go.
Inside the character's mind. Filter words she saw, he felt, I thought should be avoided. Instead, present thoughts, feelings, and sensory perceptions directly as the character experiences them. You can change this to all of your own, what you want. But we have already given you, Mel, this is Mel's baby right here. She has already given everybody all of some of the best prompting techniques that we have taught and offered in the Future Fiction Academy. Like, in terms of this being a shortcut to get started and understand how best to prompt the AI, like inner monologue should sound like the character's own voice with their slang, biases, memories, and emotional filters, never neutral or authorial. Even that, the prompting is really, really strong. The external world is described through the lens of the character's immediate concerns, desires, and reactions. What the character notices or fixates on should reveal their inner state.
What's the POV?
This is third person.
What's the other part?
It's third person, multiple past tense.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, so you can do this with first person if you wanted to. You can change it to that.
Please don't.
And yes, Christina's are the bomb as well. She hasn't had a chance. She's been a little bit busy with the press. Just a teeny tiny bit. But all next week, you guys, all next week. Do you guys know that she is doing Write With Me's every single morning? All next week. It's on the Notion calendar. She is taking a Your First Draft and she is editing an entire Your First Draft book.
Nice.
Yep.
That's
We have some other blueprints by April in there. I'm not sure if they're published yet or not. Steph said she learned quite a bit on how she structured her writing style prompts. And that's, oh, nope, that's not happening. Christina canceled them. Okay, no worries.
Oh, whoops. Christina's here?
Yeah, she's in the group.
When do you sleep, Christina?
I don't think she does.
I mean, theoretically she does.
Sleep is a problem for all of us.
Yeah, true.
Yes. Oh, and Mel said Christina and I spent a lot of time going over this voice and writing style and blended and refined. Yes, they work together on this. Absolutely. She's on a sleep reset, so she'll sleep in 12 hours. And then Harper says she tested one of Christina's blueprints. The books she got with it were great. She's testing Lynn's blueprint right now. Yeah, this is what the vision was. So people who are experts in certain genres could make the best blueprint or different versions of blueprints for people who want to write that genre. What kinds of prompting is succeeding for them? And I don't know of any system that really makes it easy for authors to just wholesale use prompting schematics from an experienced AI writer. Like, there's lots of products out there that are like, we'll give you the prompts, now you make changes. I mean, yeah, we do. You can make changes, but we kind of give you some help on that and some bumper bowling.
Well,
basically.
Isn't the changes that you can make just any dossier work that you need to do to it?
Right, but we're providing you that structure and all of that. I think it's a little bit more hand-holding than what I've seen other things out there, use this one prompt. I mean, we're really giving you a whole system that someone's using. We're not just giving you a bunch of prompts for you to figure it out. So this one filled in. I'm going to go ahead and click the AI cascade again from here and see if it'll just go ahead and fill all the rest of them in. So I'll start the cascade. And from this, I like to do it from here so that it'll show me which section it's on and all of that. So the ones that are already filled in, it won't do. And I also could have skipped them if I wanted to, the ones that were already done. But we'll let this go ahead and run. And while this is running, let's go back to our original one. And this is what's so crazy about this. So I've got that in progress, right?
Yeah.
And I can come over to close out of that. I'm back over into my first draft. So while that's running, I'm loading my projects again. So The last one is on 30 or 40 chapters because she had to reset it. Oh, that's the copy. My copy is 2 of 40 chapters, so it's just a little bit. That's the one that broke. I have Veins of the Iron Clan, which is running right now as well. And I could even start another one. Like, here's a YouTube live one that is an 03 and a Claude. No ion at all. It's a 40 chapter. So if I want to open this one, and I'm just going to go fast. I'm going to activate this project, go yes. We're going to go super fast with it.
Did you already do the imagine it and all that?
Nope, I'm not doing that one. I'm skipping that.
All right, here we go.
So I activated it. I'm going to go right into the story dossier worksheet because I can literally load this from a blank template, which that is going on, or I can do this. I'm going to go grab a worksheet that I have. I'm going to go advanced and go grab a worksheet that I already have from something else. Give me a second here.
Oh, and drop it in.
Yeah.
You know, I used one that was vaguely mystery and made it into a British police procedural. You know, it was like internal. It was like single white female-ish sort of like domestic sort of mystery sort of thing. And I made it into a British procedural. So that's how much flexibility these have, y'all. That's how much flexibility these have.
Yep. And this is an old one that had the old style, so it doesn't have the new style. And we'll see how it loads, because I think it kind of started to do it, but then it had some issues pulling it in.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go back to the project. Yeah, see, it starts to pull it in. Let me bring in a different one. Let me see if I've got one.
Hey,
This is...
BRB, okay?
Yeah, of course.
All righty.
Of course. Cosmic Core. No, I don't want that one. Oh, you know what? I think I have it in a different. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm trying. I've been doing so much with all this. My files are a little bit askew, but that happens, right? So FFP. Yeah, I don't want that one either. Give me, where's the stuff that I was working on with my sister is the question. I guess it is in your first draft. F1 books, it's not in that one. Users, training, nope. Huh. It is not in any of these. Okay. So let's go ahead and I'll just convert it to that. That's what I can do. So let me show you how that happens. So if it's just your files, that's excellent. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and open that file really fast. I'm going to show you how I do this when I change things. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm going to upload a file, which is going to be that file, that story dossier file. And I'm going to say, hey, I need this markdown changed to the following requirements. And then make me a new markdown file in code. Okay, so it'll do that. And to go get that information, I can come over to a worksheet editor. This one's still working right now, so I can't get into that one right now. But I actually have, I know I'm not sharing my screen right this second. I'll share in just a second here. Let me go grab it from our work area. It's a mess. It really is a mess. So if I share this screen instead, I literally have the LLM markdown guide that is in that right side. So I literally just copy and paste this right into ChatGPT. And so now it's going to change it into the format that I need for your first draft. Now, where do you find this information inside of your first draft? Anytime you're in the worksheet editor, there's a tab on the right side where your sections are, and it has all of that information. So you can literally grab that information and save it. And we also make it available in the notes and stuff when we teach your first draft. So it's working on changing all of that. It's got to clarify it. The rule seems to suggest that field names. It's a story about the Continental Racing Tour. Since it's a large file, fully automating the transformation could take a while. Using snake case, so it's going to go through all of that. It's going to fix it. This is like such a great this is what I like to use AI for, to take a file that I have and be like, oh, I could sit there and change all the formatting of it, or I can just like tell it the rules and make the formatting for me.
I like that.
Yeah. So here's the updated. I'm going to download the revised markdown file.
And just so y'all know, sometimes you'll make a file inside of ChatGPT. You have to actually download that file pretty quickly because it is it's finite. It's like it'll go away.
Yep. So I'm going to come back over to the one that we were working on, the next one right here. This is the 03 Claude 40 chapter, and I'm going to upload that worksheet that ChatGPT made for me and go, okay. And now it worked just fine. And now when I open it up, it's there. Information is there.
Change your tab.
It looks like it did not change what I wanted. So
really?
hold on a minute here. So we'll go back. It got the formatting correct. And I'm like, hey, what's in this file? And I'm going to give it the file again so it can understand what the heck it was supposed to do.
Story dossier MD.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's got it right there. Continental Racing Tour. It's got all of that information in there.
Well,
see?
Why didn't it show up?
Huh?
So why didn't it show up in the other?
Because it was being a turkey. Look at all that. It's got a full team grid roster with drivers and principals and key crew. It's got the style of the dossier. It's got the writing style for all of them. For Maria, Ari, Luca, Port Victoire, and then the outline of the novella.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're like, screw that downloading it now. I want to see it.
yeah, do it in a code block. Show your work.
Yeah. So just so y'all all understand what just happened, Elizabeth is she's having it come out in a code block, which means it's something that's embedded inside of the actual chat, so that she can copy that straight over into a file of some sort.
Yeah. The other thing I can do, which I'm going to do just a little bit faster because it looks like it's cut a lot of stuff out. See how it's like truncating things. And this is because I'm using this. We're going to end up having a tool that can like take a document that you have that's complicated and turn it into a story dossier for you.
So you don't have to go through any of this.
So you don't have to go through all this mess. It's just, it's an early days thing. So what I'm instead going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up that file. Oh boy, roofs of it.
Oh, and
I'm just going to copy and paste it. Yeah. Cause it can just, this is the real shortcut. Here is the absolute shortcut. So I'm going to click the B button. This is a shortcut. Forgot to do the markers.
You need to change your tab.
In just a second, as soon as I open it.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to go open it, which I know you can't see because you can't see all my screen anyway. Right this second. Where is F1 Books? Yes. And I'm going to open this thing.
Wow, y'all they're having quite the conversation in the chat right now.
Yeah, it's very hard. Can I give you a nice table instead?
Oh man.
So the easiest thing to do is to always open it with like a text editor. Open with text edit. Oh, okay, now I got it. And I'm going to copy all of that. Cannot see this yet. Okay, now I'm going to show you on here. Share this tab instead. So you see where it broke this stuff, and I'm like, nah, I don't like any of it. Here's the crazy thing, okay? The sections are for the humans. The AI doesn't need the sections. It really doesn't. So I can go ahead and delete these sections. Delete section. Delete section. And I can add a section over here. So I can, this little button down here should add a section. Does it not? Did I break it because I went to no sections?
Yes.
Nope, I did not. Okay, add a new section. And I'm just going to call it the story dossier. So I'm going to create that section. I'm going to delete this other one that I don't want, this character development. Now that I have an extra one, I can delete. I can go down to just one. So I have my story dossier. And I'm just going to paste everything in.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. So when I save it, there it all is.
So you're just bypassing it doesn't, yeah.
It's every piece of information about this thing and about this world. This thing is really, really long.
It's okay.
So,
it's
and then down here at the bottom, I think we have like chapter 16 and then chapter 17, 18.
I know you're shooting. I know you're shooting from the hip right now, but will you break it by running it like this?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Because I always get these warnings from Christina or Mel that I should have certain things in certain orders so that it doesn't do weirdness and stuff.
Yeah. So this one is a 22 chapter. So I just wanted to make sure how much it was, 21 and then 22. Now, here's the crazy thing about this particular book. It is told from 4 different point of views. Maria, Ari, Julian, and Luca. It's an F1 type story. So I'm going to save it. And we're going to go check.
By the way, the F1 the movie box office still going strong.
Yeah. And this is using O3 and Claude. Oh, I'll fix it in a minute. For the first chapter, it's fine. For the first chapter, it's fine. So it's Jen. I did the thing. I'm getting messages, but I can't do them. Yeah, it'll do fine with it. I've tested stuff with this before. But the other thing I do need to do before I generate all of my chapters is I need to go change the project overview information because it says 40 chapters. I need to change it to 22. So if I have 40, it'll keep trying to write. It'll try to run it 40 times, which there's not 40 chapters in the story dossier, and it'll break. So while chapter 1 is in progress, we'll let that go. We had something else going. Let's go find out what's going on with our other projects, shall we? Oh, the worksheet editor. It's all done. No, it's not. It's at 5 of 17. Just kidding. I feel like this should be faster. I wonder what happens if I refresh. We're going to refresh.
You want to switch to that tab?
Oh, yeah. So share this tab. I'm going to now look. It looks like Act 3 did not fill in. Act 1 did not fill in. Outline overview did. Maybe. Chapter 15. Gorosh. And then 30 to 40. And then Act 1. So I just need to go to now over here. And magic generate enhancement. So it's just going to go ahead and fill that in. It's crazy to me that we are working on 2 books at the same time. I have 2 separate things going.
You know what this thing feels like to me? It feels like an agent.
Oh.
It really does feel like you could get different instances spun up, and it's an agent that actually, it is an agent, isn't it?
I mean, it really kind of feels like your own little dashboard of little junior writers. They're writing their projects. You're just
Which isn't
controlling
it?
them.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
agent. Yeah.
Because this is running. I don't have to sit here and watch it running. I can come right back to my dashboard and I can be looking at my various projects of like, what the heck is going on with them? Well, I know that one's in dossier. That's the F1 one. This one is the copy one that it's running 26 chapters. This is the one that I started and Mel had to fix because I forgot to make sure that it had all the chapters. So this thing is not going right now, and it got through. Yeah, it got stuck at chapter 26 because I broke. And let's go take a look at that story dossier to see what I broke.
You know,
This
you're
is-
the weirdest CEO of a tech company I've ever met
Why?
because you love to show stuff before it's done.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
That's
this is
because
your
I'm not a real
favorite thing.
person. I'm a writer. I'm a publisher. I'm busy doing stuff.
Yeah, but you're still a tech company.
Yeah. So
CEO,
we
so.
have chapter 19, chapter 23, chapter 24, chapter 25, chapter 26. Act 4 never fully finished the chapter breakdown. I guess she was saying 27, 28, 29, 30. She might have already filled it in for me. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Yeah, they're all there. I don't know why it's not running.
Wait a minute.
So
Where's 36?
I'm getting to it.
37, 38,
7.
40. Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
there's
whoa.
40.
Go back. There was something about 40 up there. What was that? It was like chapter 40 up there.
38, 39, 40. It's got it. But I think Mel is for me.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back to the project.
Oh my God, Susan, that's so funny.
What?
Tech gal?
Yeah.
You know, like a tech bro?
Yeah. I don't got time for that stuff. Like I just do the thing that I want to do when I
Hey
want to do it.
Harper, what do you mean? Love that we could do that EAW. Don't give me any ideas. I wonder what you said.
I think that you can just bring your own thing in.
Well,
So
yeah.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a sneak peek of the back end here. You can't see the link, which is great. I'm going to go to my name. This is what we can do on the back end to help you guys. And it is an alpha. So this is, oh gosh, stop sharing. Just kidding.
What happened?
I realized I was going to show some email addresses. So I suck at this. I really should just never show the admin thing, but I'm going to show it again now.
I'm telling you.
So there's me. There's all my projects. And so I just have to go into the one that is the thing. So it's the Aeon copy one. And once I click on that, I can see from the logs, like I can view the manuscript that it only has 20 chapters. We have the ability back here that I batch P run, start at chapter 27, end at 40. Okay. And now it's back going again. So
Sweet.
I will come back over here to my first draft, my projects. So there's the copy. It's now going.
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. I just realized something.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that we could write our entire trilogy all at once?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can be doing that. So here's this one. It finished the Act 1 and the Iron Clan. If your brain's broken, don't worry, so's mine. So I'm going to thumbs up Act 1 because this is the Iron Clan one. And now we just have to do Act 2 is filled in. Cool. That's all filled in. Let's see if Act 5 was filled in. Act 5 is missing. Act 3. Act 3 is missing. So we'll go to Act 3. Because Act 2, for some reason, is there. No problems. So we'll go to Act 3, magic wand it, and let it generate that enhancement too. Now, back to the F1 book. There's no one who's going to follow this. Everyone's going to be like, Elizabeth, I lost you. So did I. Back to the F1 book, which is the O3 Claude. I'm going to just rename some of these things so that we can keep them straight. So over here on the edit details section, I'm going to make this the F1 book.
Hey, we're still on the F1 back end still.
Oh, there we go.
Thanks, Christina.
The changes. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
I looked away for a second and she started talking about something else and I didn't notice that she hadn't changed the thing. So thank you, Christina. Appreciate that. Still don't understand why you're awake right now.
So I'm going to look at the logs and see what the heck happened. So it says it planned just fine. And the response text was, there's the chapter 1 plan.
I love that everybody is like, you're on the admin page.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
So it did chapter 1 plan. Is it not? Batch run failed on chapter 1. LLM called chapter 1 plan error. Claude did not want to work, guys.
Interesting. You're you're hardcore speed running this season. This is the reason why this is happening, not because it's actually broken. You know, you are really.
Well, I mean, yeah, I am.
Go speed racer, go.
So Aeon might not be up. That's why I was moving to Claude. I hate Claude. I hate Claude with passion. Let's look at the Iron Planet one.
Just in case you're all wondering, Elizabeth has very little regard for Claude.
Yeah. This one, I think we did all the stuff. I think it's all there. Nope. I think I'm confusing myself at this point.
You're jumping back and forth is getting real.
Yeah. Okay.
April says, leave Claude alone. Leave it alone.
Here's the worksheet editor. Act 3 is there, so I will check that. We'll just stick with 1. I'll be boring. Act 3, it's got it in there. Act 4 is empty, so we go to Act 4, and we magic wand it.
Well, then, Christina, force yourself, girl. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's going right now. That's cool.
The frenemy dynamic is back. What does that mean?
Yeah, so I can't do anything because it's generating an enhancement right now on this one.
Sweet.
I wish I knew what was going on with the other ones, though. Okay, so here's the deal. We move this.
I was going to say, we did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We worked on multiple projects at the same time. She spun things up from the ether of the universe. And so what we have here is a comprehensive look at 40 friggin' chapters being done. We even finished a project where 40 chapters were done to the end. There's a little bit of tweaking and stuff, but that's why you need to validate in the first place. And Elizabeth, this has been fabulous.
Thank you. I'm a little bummed that we couldn't get all the way to 40 chapters, but
we did on one of them. We did on one of them. The first one that you ran earlier that we came into the thing, we got to 40 chapters. We did. Yeah.
And then we tried to fix it. So
that didn't quite work out like we wanted it to. But
yeah, Mel's like, I swear I finished multiple 40 chapter products. So have I. What has really happened is that we were able to do it manually and we've done a lot of automation. So I'm going to teach tomorrow so people can see how it's done and all of that. But we have a lot of things, like there's just a lot of features that have been pushed in the last couple of last couple of days. And I think that they're just all conflicting with each other. And also I'm probably going too fast and clicking on things.
Yeah.
There is that possibility too.
Well, and if I'm being quite honest with you, we're trying to just show you how these things are working and what kind of results you can get with it. We did read some of the chapters. It did look pretty good with the pros. So this isn't a failure in any way, shape, or form. This is a look at our alpha product that Elizabeth probably shouldn't have shown off this early, but look at our alpha project and see how it's progressing. We've been showing you consistently progressing in this endeavor to make it so that you can have a first draft.
And the other thing too is, like, this is why we kept telling people the 40 chapter one needs a little bit more time. We're working on it. The 20 chapter one is solid. It just goes. It just does. And we knew that the 40 chapter, it's a higher lift. And part of the problem is that if you have 40 chapters, it is sometimes up to 120,000 words at one time. Like at one point, my manuscript was 116,000 words. Obviously, if a context model only has 133,000 words of tokens of context, you can't send that whole 116,000 words in. You cannot do prompting that is like, here's the whole book, now write the next chapter. You have to do some fancy kind of things on the back end where you're summarizing chapters. You're giving like the last couple of chapters writing style so that it can latch onto that. It's a very involved process to be able to start working in segments and moving down the draft. And we're not going to stop and sleep until it can run a draft of any length that you want from start to finish. Give it all the instruction.
I love that. Cue the Mission Impossible music. And like Bad Evan said earlier, we have no doubt that this is going to happen.
Listen, yesterday I was manually running. I think it was yesterday. It might have been Wednesday. No, it was yesterday morning because yesterday was a bad morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was writing on my laptop. I was manually, running the easy peasy book machine in Plot Drive. And it took me 2 hours to get through like 5 chapters doing it that way.
Which is crazy fast.
Yes, crazy fast. The problem for me as a writer, though, is when I write that way, I get
invested
bored.
Too much. Oh,
no, I get I run out of my shiny, happy new toy thing working on the story. Like, this is a problem of my own that I'm trying to solve. I ain't trying to make this software for anybody but me. I am user zero in the sense that I need the ability to get the ideas out of my head as fast as possible onto the page so that I have something full to edit. The longer it takes me to draft, the more likely I am to set the project aside and start a new one.
And remember, everybody, it is just your first draft.
Yep.
This is not your second draft. This is not your draft to the editor. This isn't any of that stuff. This is your first draft. So that's all we're trying to do is give you the ability to get a quality first draft so that you aren't spending 400 hours editing these things. And you are not speed running, but definitely running at a pace of a publisher.
Yeah. A lot of people have the same problem that I have, that they're saying same issue. I have the same problem.
I have the same problem. Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of authors out there who have that problem.
And there are people who are who cherish writing every word. There are people that are at Author Nation, that come to Author Nation, that put out 20 books a year, 25 books a year, writing manually. And they are machines. They are machines. But what we want to do is give you the ability, who isn't a machine, who doesn't have the discipline of a friggin' monk. We want you to have the ability to crank these things out as fast as that also.
Yeah.
Elizabeth?
And if I look at, I'm not done yet. I don't want to.
No. I was gonna say these people are popping off in this.
I know.
That's
they
why
are.
I wasn't gonna cut you. I wasn't gonna outro us. I was just gonna say, my goodness, look at all these comments going on right now.
Yeah, my fastest book and plot drive is still about 8 hours. My fastest book and plot drive is probably, it was a 20-word novella. It's probably like 4 to 6 hours. Yeah. But the thing is like there's nothing wrong with plot drive. I do like writing that way. Sometimes I really do like writing that way.
Yeah.
I just would prefer to have the book already done and be surprised and all of that.
And read and go, ooh.
I have one last thing to share. So this is the one that Mel fixed for me. So I'm going to come back to the stage.
Yay, Mel.
Ignore everything else I was working on that I broke, that I changed, that I did. I probably was supposed to thumbs that up because I think it was running, but that's okay. Yeah, I know. It'll be fine.
Sure it will. No,
So,
it won't.
the copy is going well. So we're going to open this one up. This thing has written 102,000 words. This is the one that Mel fixed for me. So she took the same thing I had and then kind of like fixed it. So this is an Orc Mafia romance. This is Ion writing it. No. Mel says no. Mel, can you help? What? Copy, not copy. No, you're all crossed. This is the one that's still running. Copy is broken. I broke copy.
I love this. Moonchild says, I want to be able to quit my day job. Dan Swasik says, I want to, Dan Swatik says, I want to also, I want to be my own boss. Yes. To craft skills.
Yeah. So if I come back here, I'll explain some of the projects that I did tonight and what I broke and what I mixed. Oh, Joseph fixed it, I think. Of course he did, because people are working on the back end. So this one is the copy. Oh my gosh. This is the one Mel fixed really fast for me. The copy was here. That one's on 31 of 40 chapters. So it's going again. That was the one stuck at 26. Veins of the Iron Clan, I don't remember what we did to break it, but I think we weren't finally finished with the dossier yet. We still had to finish out 4 and 5. So we'll do that really fast. So I'll remember this thing. So in the story dossier, I just have to edit it. Act 4 is where we weren't. Oh, it filled that in. Good. All right. Is Act 5 empty? Act 5 is empty. So we go to Act 5. And I magic wand it. And we let it run. And once this is done, this dossier, I mean, we should read it. But it did fill in all the boxes.
God bless America. Oh, my God. Do as we say, not as we do, y'all.
Well, it's a little, I mean, we can validate it. We can validate it online live, especially as those other ones are just still running. So we'll let that go. But we do have 2 projects that are closing in on 40 chapters. So while those are simmering, we'll work on this one. We'll take a look at it. I'll make sure that the files for the one that finished does get into the notes so people can see the quality of the draft. And this is with it starting and stopping. I mean, it's really hard to keep the AI like staying on top of it. So yeah, this is what happened. Mel goes, copy's where I fixed copy's dossier, but then I went back and fixed copy too.
Oh my God.
Alyssa goes, nah, don't read it. Just make sure it's not blank and trust the process. And Elvin says, yep, I'm all about writing for a living. Looking forward to using this game changer.
Y'all are putting these zingers up. And that's y'all, that's staff doing all of that zinging right now.
Oh yeah. Live dangerously. Indeed, nobody dies. Alyssa's a rebel. Absolutely. In your first draft, can you choose the AI model you use? Yes and no. You don't choose it. It's part of the blueprint, but you choose the blueprint. So let's take a look at those. That's a good question.
Actually, that's one of the reasons why we have multiple of the open ones that are coming up, right?
We do.
And when I say open ones, y'all, I mean open canvas. That's what they're called, correct?
They're open canvas, yeah.
Yes, open canvas.
So I'm going to share this while that's running. I'm going to share this tab instead. So I'm back here. I have 40 projects, okay, on my account alone. And that's 1.3 million words that has been generated across those 40 projects. I just want to point out. And then this is dividing it by, I think we did 1,500 words per hour of good draft quality. So it's the equivalent of 875 writing hours at 1,500 words.
And remember, everyone, you can export these straight into a markdown file, zip the file, and then just unzip the file inside. Actually, you don't even have to unzip the file in Plot Drive. You just have to
put the zip in.
Yep, you put the zip in, and it automatically unpacks every single thing into its own separate document, and then you can, put it in folders or do whatever you want.
And then the 875 hours, I believe that's being divided by 40 weeks, 40 hours a week. 875 divided by 40. Yeah, it's the equivalent of 21 work weeks. So this is real time that's saved if you have to work a full-time job. You guys are all talking about, I want to quit my full-time job. Here's the game changer right here. You can actually use this thing to just find 800 writing hours, drafting hours. You're still going to have to edit it, but you would have to edit it if you wrote it anyway.
Oh, Elizabeth, I just realized the power. So you're trying to figure out genres, you're trying to figure out a market, you're trying to figure out your avatar to write to, and you put out 3 books, and one of the 3 books hits. Which one do you concentrate on the most next?
That one.
Right. Holy crap, this is like a game changer.
Yes.
Ooh, I sounded like a YouTuber just now saying the word game changer.
It is a studio. It is a laboratory for writers. You could literally write 3 different versions of the same kind of story idea. Change the character names, change a little bit of the tropes. Like maybe you want to target 3 different tropes and see which one you edit and write the best. And you can publish them under different pen names, and you can literally pit pen names against pen names to see performance. You now as a publisher have the ability to A/B test. Now, I want to stress this. Please, please, please read everything that you put out. It is not fair to publish something you have not read and validated and been delighted to read yourself. And I don't want to hear it. I don't read romance. If you don't read romance, you have no business writing it. I said what I said.
Well, and that's the truth, y'all. Come on now.
Yeah. If I don't read science fiction, I should not be writing it. So,
I mean, you could get some skills from the FFA and learn how to write it, but
I could read a bunch of science fiction, decide what I like, what I don't like. I could be that change in the genre that I want to see happening. But you have to go into a genre with respect. Like, I'm not going to go into sci-fi, and what one of the biggest things is what's a big trope, like a big sell-off for science fiction, that there has to be like a win or a loss at the very end, right?
Yes.
Like, I was writing a space opera, and I have them like going, and they're going to go to this big base. They're going to take on the big evil, and I cannot write that series and get them to the big base, and then they go, you know what? Let's just retire to the pleasure planet and like hide out in the casino and forget that we ever had this plan.
Hey, here's one for you. Why is it possible to write less for your novella? Like, so you decide you want to do 20 chapters. Is it always going to drop out like 55 to 59,000, or is there some way?
It will always try to write about 2,000 words, 1,500 to 2,500 words. That's what we prescribed it. So you need to decide what that means for you in terms of scenes. So, for example, if you would like your scenes to be shorter, you like to write stuff that's more like 1,000 words, you just put 2 scenes per chapter. It's still going to write you about 2,000 words, but it'll be divided over 2 scenes. And then you only need a 10 chapter one. You don't need a 20 chapter one. So really, the chapters is just how many loops is it going to go through. So if you just do a little bit of teeny tiny math on that, but it helps it to standardize it, because everybody as an author writes different chapters, writes different things.
Some people think 3,000 words is a chapter. Some people think 1,000.
Some cozy fantasy or some fantasy writers will tell me, Elizabeth, I write 5,000 word chapters. And I hear you. We will have we will have blueprints that are geared with models that can write 5,000 words in one chapter. But I'm still going to tell you your best option is maybe re-chapter it afterwards, okay? Like if you write a 5,000 word chapter, just put the information about that chapter across 2 loops because it's going to write you 2,000 to 2,500 across those. So you just put that information there.
Another reason to validate.
Yes. So coming back to these projects here, Aeon copy is at 32. All of this is running. The Veins of the Iron Clan, we were waiting on the worksheet editor to finish, but I just wanted to show that like tonight alone, we have the copy going, the Iron Clan, and I'm working on this F1 thing. Like this is bonkers, you guys. I'm working on 3 different versions. Copy and copy have pretty much the same character names and everything. They're 2 different versions of each other. The copies are twins. Veins of the Iron Clan is a completely different characterless reimagining of the Orc Mafia romance. And then, oh, by the way, I have this contemporary like drama being worked on too. How bonkers of a timeline is this?
This is cool.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie. This is cool, Elizabeth.
Oh, I need to go back because I have one more thing. We got to go.
Oh, my bad.
No worries. So now we're going to go into the worksheet editor, and I'll share this tab instead. Cact 5 is done. I'm going to thumbs it up, or I'm sorry, check mark it, save. And we're just, oh, so see, we do have still some more holes. So let's go through a little bit and find any more holes. Author's voice filled in. Readers, the gritty, the monologue, all that jazz. Okay, let's look at Project Foundation. Project Foundation filled in. Urban fantasy, contemporary fantasy, romance, crime thriller. Core concept. In a modern fantasy city ruled by the Iron Clan, a hulking orc enforcer and cunning elven mage navigate loyalty, family, and forbidden interspecies love amid rising gang wars. Cool. Exactly what I wanted. World building. So it's done some world building information here. We've got the hegemony.
Yeah, see, this is the opportunity right here, y'all.
Yeah.
This is the time where you go, okay, I've got this in the hegemony. I don't know if I want hegemony. I think I want this. And then you add stuff to the hegemony and like stuff to the lore, and you keep expanding it, right?
Yeah. So setting is missing. So let's go ahead and we'll magic wand setting.
Your Discord is blowing up.
Side. Huh?
I think your Discord's blowing up.
My Discord?
Is yours not going off?
No, it's not making any sound.
Holy crap. Is it mine? I don't see. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. And as Harper says, it has taken us 3 years to get here. And now we get to reap benefits of all that research and experimentation. And yeah, copy. Can you tell that we are authors? Final. It's the copy of the copy.
I like it when it's at the very, very end of whatever I decided I wanted to do. Whatever that copy is, it's always fini, you know? Because, yeah, fini. I always do fini on the very last one. That way I know I'm not looking at the wrong version of the draft. You know what I mean? I'm like, I think I'm done. Fini.
Yep.
I'll even, in Plot Drive, I'll even duplicate it and then call that fini, you know?
Now, here's the problem with this. It didn't have a list of settings before it did all the acts.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is why you should
God.
come in with as much information as you already know about the story.
This is why I usually build them outside and then just
I do too.
I mean, and not because this doesn't work, because it does. It's just I'm a little bit of a control freak in that aspect. I want to kind of be able to validate it at my own pace, and that's the best way to do it, is to kind of work out a chat and talk about the story inside of a project, have the project have the name, the brain of it, and then I can use the markdown guide to just start spitting sections out. You know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, not that this doesn't work. It's just my process is different.
All right. So I'm actually going to say, I'm going to set this one aside and say, this is a hot mess at this point because you can't generate acts and outline overviews if you don't have a list of settings. That means that is going to be generic as all get out. It's not going to work very well. So we are going to set aside this one. And then tomorrow I will start from scratch with a new project for the 40 chapters, and we'll go through everything. I'll have everything all set up and good to go for that.
I'm going to make us big now.
So we're going to go.
Oh, nope. I'm not going to make us big now.
Sorry.
No. I thought I was making us big.
So what I can do.
Night, Kimberly.
Coming back to this. So Veins of the Iron Clan, right? I can open this. I can edit my details. I'm going to write notes to myself. Hey, the dossier is a mess. Like, it has major holes. And it did acts with no settings. You really need to start over from scratch with the story pitch.
Which you can do once the, even though the project is activated.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can see here that I have this note to myself. I can come back to the story pitch and I can. It doesn't save the story pitch anywhere. Oh, edit pitch. So there's the pitch that's already in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can save the pitch and it's in there as a variable. And then you can proceed to the story dossier, or you can copy and paste and all of that. So I'm going to stay here for now. But the big thing is that what I like is we're just starting to put different productivity things in here. I can write a note to myself. So when I come back to this, I'm not like, what was I doing? What's wrong with it? Where is it? Why is there no chapters? What did I do?
Quality of life.
Yeah.
And remember, everyone, this is the worst it's ever going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So we're continually progressing with this program and continually improving it so that we can make your life even easier.
Yep. So now we're here in the copy world. I think we can actually go into the YouTube one. So let's go take it that one because the other ones are just running. This one, I believe we were trying to get the first chapter to run. And it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to go to first chapter on that side.
Why did it say pending? Oh, it didn't run.
It did and it didn't. So this one, it made a plan for it and then it got stuck somehow in writing it. So I'm going to just try again. I'm just going to click generate the first chapter and let it go again.
This is the one that was spinning or something. No, that was something.
Yeah, it told me that it failed on chapter 1. VLM called chapter 1 plan error. So it had some kind of error happen here.
Okay.
But I clicked the button again and
nothing happened.
Well, nothing happened. So I'll leave that for Joe to figure out. We'll figure out what the bug was with that one.
Okay.
It might be that my story dossier is a mess because I just copied and pasted it in there and it wasn't in the right format. So I probably broke it. There was a chance that we were going to break that. So, So again, we'll go to project overview on this, go into the edit details.
You're right. You're right, Mel. It's already awesome, but it will be awesomer very soon. Ooh, I love that, Danny. Yep, that is the one. Yep, the one I am going to publish, be publishing next week. Which, by the way, Danny, I am so excited that you are publishing next week, Danny.
Woo-hoo!
That is so exciting for you. I know he's really he's got some babies in his background, and I think this one that he spun up, he didn't feel as invested in, and I'm really excited for him. So because he's publishing it. It's hard to publish your babies. You gotta have. It's hard. It's hard. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a whole in about sometime at the end of August. I'm doing a mindset class on called baby syndrome. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about babies and your babies and how you can get them published. So
here's what I'm hearing. We have caused a big error.
Yeah.
And we need to refresh the whole thing. I'm hearing from Joe.
Yep.
And so we're going to stop the share and they're going to reset. So I did successfully break it running multiple projects at once. So yay me.
All right. So here's a good question for you, Elizabeth. Look at that question. That's a pretty good question. And ChatGPT. So here's the question. Can this new program work like pseudo-write?
I have not used pseudo-write since I left them in 2023.
Yeah. And I just finally unsubscribed to them and I looked in on their stuff. They have changed some stuff. They don't do beats anymore. They do scenes and things like that. But it's a different kind of project. You still have to spin things up individually over there. You can kind of run and go over here. So it feels completely different. And this is only a first draft. So
I would feel more comfortable endorsing pseudo-write for authors if they revealed the prompting. I think revealing the prompting is a very important transparency thing that as creatives we are going to need for moving into the new era of publishing.
yes.
We have seen lawsuits happen with various AI companies and all of that. And if you are a serious professional in this field, you need to be able to prove when you ran something, what was the input, what was the output, what tools were you using, what models were you using. You'll notice that our log files have a timestamp. They have the exact model that you accessed.
Mm-hmm.
They have exact prompt that was sent in and the exact prompt that came out. This is important.
Even Novel Crafter learned their lesson on that one. They show
Novel
everything.
Crafter also reveals the prompt when you are crafting the prompt and all that. I'm not sure if they have a log section or not, but I think that they do.
It's a way that you go into the thing and you can look at all of the prompting all the way down to the nuts and bolts. I like seeing stuff to the metal. So that's
when you use Playground, when you use OpenAI's Playground or Claude's Playground, all of your chats and your prompting and stuff is there. There's a belief that the moat is the prompting. That's not the moat. The moat is the creative who is wielding the AI. And I will die on that hill.
That is so funny. To be upset, that just sounds ludicrous.
Yeah.
The prompting. Anybody can prompt.
I understand the question now. So Glenn's asking, so will this program work in a similar way with me just being able to subscribe to it? No, you don't have to subscribe to it. Once it's it'll have a class that you purchase and you purchase the tokens that you want to use. It's not going to have a it's not going to have a subscription model to it. It's a user, you just buy the tokens you want to use and then you use them.
Remember, you're a business. And so this is a expense. You're actually looking at this as I want to create this many books this month, so I have a budget that gets me to this many books, and then you just go and you buy the credit so that you can make however many books you want to make.
Yeah, and the strategic investor says, true, safety first. You guys will do a great job for the authoring community if we can keep the pricing competitive. I think it's pretty competitive. I mean, we are more expensive than other things out there, but again, you are getting expert prompting to actually write good books with good chapters. And I have a surprise because F1 ran, so we're going to go read that F1 chapter 1. That we're going to end the Mel, can you go ahead and tell it to go ahead and run chapter 2? That way we can show them that it can handle. Oh, now he's going to reset. Just kidding. Or not. Okay, good. I was going to say, go ahead and run chapter 2 on that so we can show how it can change very quickly the point of use. Please.
Yep, that didn't work.
I got magic elves in the background running things. But the truth is like, okay, so what is the pricing going to look like on this thing, right? Well, for Future Fiction Academy members and Accelerator members, you always get a discount on your tokens. So your tokens are $75 a piece, $700 for 10, $1,300 for 20. That is really competitive pricing for any kind of ghostwriter or any kind of drafter, or even if you had somebody who was working with you.
competitive the ghost. That's like a tenth of a ghost. That's not even a tenth of a ghostwriter. You know what I mean? That's like 5% of a ghostwriter.
Yeah. And Jen's like, you cannot put a price on the expertise for just the blueprint development. It's authors who know the genres making them, and it's not something anyone else provides. Yeah, a lot of other products out there, they may have engineers making the prompting. They may have some authors making the prompting. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's not that many authors that are out and loud and proud about working with AI and figuring it out.
Thank you, you 64 people still around.
Yeah. Yes. So the big thing is that our vision is a little bit different. Our mission is different. We're here, we're authors helping authors. Are we doing well? Yeah, our team has grown to 12 people and we're stable. There's hundreds of people in the mastermind and the accelerator. You're not going to be alone. So Glenn, this product isn't for you. It's no big deal. You're paying $20 a month for chat. It's working very well with producing books for you, and it has a complete memory of your previous writing. You should keep working with chat.
Absolutely.
If you have something that works for you, use it.
Nice.
There's a lot of authors that chat does not work for.
This is a specific thing for specific people. This is one of the reasons why we built it. It's because people are people. They're different all around, and this may not work for you. And to be honest with you, when people say these sorts of things to us, a lot of times they expect us to be upset about it or something like that. And I'm always like, oh, okay. It works. I mean, this is a business expense. I remember I said we do a lot of stuff. People are serious about things and everything. And someone made a comment once on one of the videos and said, well, I am serious about it. I'm like, I don't mean your kind of serious. Yeah. I mean other kinds of serious where people want more books or more production out of their businesses. Maybe you're an individual with an individual idea and your goal is different completely than somebody else's. So that's all we're saying.
Alyssa's got a good point. The biggest thing to remember is that shiny is great, but if something is not broken, then you don't need to fix it.
Oh my God, no.
Absolutely.
I mean, if the easy peasy book machine works for you and you're using Raptor right, you are making out like a bandit right now. You
like Pseudowrite, and Pseudowrite's making books for you. If you're using Novel Crafter, stick with Novel Crafter. We've said that from the beginning. Yeah. Stick with what you are comfortable with, what you like. As April says, even the staff doesn't do everything the same. Nope. We all have our favorite tools, our favorite models. Y'all know I hate Claude. But we built Your First Draft for a very specific need person in mind.
Rachel's still working on this.
Texas. It sounds like Texas. I prefer the title Goddess Divine.
Hey, Elizabeth, you have a class to teach in the morning.
Oh, I'm not, but not till 11, hon. It's good. So let's go ahead and go look at the things. I wanted to give chapter 2 a chance to run.
All right. So y'all, it's post APAP machine. I am very, very used to managing her time. I have been doing it for 6 months where I'm like constantly concerned about how much time she's spending doing whatever she's doing. And I want to make sure she stays nice and healthy. Y'all
We're going to look at chapter 1. We're going to look at chapter 2. We'll wrap it up and then we'll let Joe reset the server. Deal? And we'll all go after party in the lab room. Deal?
She did not just say after party.
I most certainly did.
Oh.
Who doesn't want after party?
Oh my God. All right. I will be
There's
right.
64 people in the house. We have to go after party.
All right. I will be right back. Okay. You go ahead on. My dog is literally dying right now. I'll be right
you
back.
take care of the dog. Of course.
Right back.
So it's just going to be me, and we're going to go take a look at that F1 book. Because we looked at some fantasy writing. Now, this is just O3 and Claude that ran this thing. So, but what I like about it is that Your First Draft can handle multiple points of view. So I'm going to open this one up. And I'm going to look at the first chapter. Yes. Okay. So we'll open it in the reader because it's processing chapter 2 of 2. Economy class dreams. Let me make sure that it's nice and big. It is not nice and big. It is awfully not big. And I'm not even sharing the right tab. I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, is that nice and big for everybody? Okay. Paparazzi sprint past me, lenses clicking like cicadas. I can never say that word. Cicadas in the heat. Not a single one turns, not a single flash bursts in my direction. They're chasing crimson blazers and silver hair. Nona Sophia has just stepped off the Corello yacht, tender shuttle, Luca at her elbow, inviolably unjet-lagged. His tailored blazer catches the morning light in a way that screams first-class sleep, while my spine feels like it's been reconfigured by economy seating. No one aims a camera at the woman in row 43C who dragged her own helmet bag through 3 layovers. Fine, less noise while I work. This is why I hate Claude. This makes no sense to me. This is not good. Anyway, we'll set it aside. I tighten the strap on my carry-on, feeling the pressure against my collarbone where a knot of tension has settled. The wheels clatter against the tarmac, one slightly wobbly from the time Felipe tried to ride it down our father's driveway. The memory flickers, quick, warm, then dissolves into chaos around me. Humid Mediterranean air tastes of kerosene and sea salt. It sticks to the back of my throat like sweetened espresso gone cold. I drag a finger across my forehead, collecting a film of moisture that's neither rain nor sweat, just Port Victoire's morning greeting. The kind of greeting that frizzes my ponytail and makes my white team polo cling in all the wrong places. The distant wail of a ferry horn cuts through the chatter. I check my watch. 6:13. Exactly on schedule, despite Air Europa's best efforts to derail my carefully calibrated arrival. My phone chimes with a text from the team logistics coordinator. Staff shuttle, Bay 4, driver waiting. No welcome or how was your flight, just coordinates. Efficient. I can work with efficient. Bluetooth chimes as I navigate through a cluster of mechanics hauling titanium toolboxes. Tell me you've landed alive, mademoiselle. Etienne Caron's Parisian drawl smooths the morning edges, his consonants polished like a chrome on a championship trophy. Alive? Yes. Glamorous? Not so much. Wait, what? I am confused. Anyone else? Okay, Bluetooth chimes. So it's her Bluetooth that's going on. Okay. Alive? Yes. Glamorous? Not so much. I sidestep a lightning rig being wheeled toward Luca's VIP convoy. 3 men in identical headsets coordinate its movement with the precision of a pit stop. Did you see the welcome committee? I'm drowning in attention. Glamour is overrated, Etienne says. I hear keyboard clicks in the background. He's already working. Reminder, sim run at 1000 hours, sponsor yacht invite at 20. You may decline politely. I might need the canapé calories, I say, half smile forming. The protein bar I ate somewhere over Marseille feels like a distant memory. Anything else? Only this. Remember who you are. Reserve is a role, not a rank. The call ends before I can thank him. Etienne's version of pep talk finished. No flowery encouragement, just facts wrapped in a silk scarf of sarcasm. It's why we work so well together. I pocket my phone, shift my carry-on to my other shoulder, and recalibrate. Objectives for today. Simulator hours, priority alpha. Break bias data, critical for Thursday. Yacht gala, strategic networking, not social. A flash catches my eye. Luca posing with the governor, their handshake perfectly framed against the harbor backdrop. The cameras whir and click like hungry insects. Luca's smile doesn't reach his eye. Oh, God, take a drink. The smile doesn't reach his eyes. I've watched enough post-race footage to recognize the difference. The real smile, the one that crinkles the corners of his eyes, is rarer than a clean overtake at Monaco. Not my problem. I have simulators to conquer and data to extract. 6:27. Inside the terminal, ground staff in orange vests herd engineers, mechanics, and a few sleepy drivers toward their color-coded shuttles. Is anyone else feeling like there's just no emotion here? Can we talk about this? Why do you guys love Claude so much? I'm serious. I'm going to wait. For that one line, those crinkly eye corners. Yeah, it's flat. It's, yeah, it's a little bland. For medieval stone arch, Uncle to Luca, driver, I slow my approach, not to intrude, but to be seen. This is why you get the first paragraph, the first chapter, and you're like, I don't like this. I would fix it. I don't think chapter 2 is done yet. And it's not, but I don't care because we're not going to waste time on this. So, Joe, go right ahead and reset the server. But here's the thing. And I'll remove Hello because he's not here right now. Oh, now chapter 2 is done. Of course. It's not there. I'm refreshing. Maybe, oh, because I'm in first chapter, maybe. I have to go to generate draft and view my first draft, probably. Now I have 2 chapters. Okay, share this tab instead. All right, let's see chapter 2. So the first chapter was from Maria's point of view, and it just wasn't very good. Let's see what chapter 2 is. This should be from Jolien. Yes, okay. All right, we got some good stuff here. Okay, Jolien is our bisexual like bottle rocket. He is dating Dante, and we love riding Jolien. He is the party animal, wild, and I love it. Oh yeah, first chapter wasn't from my point of view; it was from Maria's point of view. So this is Jolien. The alarm shrieks like a turbo spool at 14,000 RPM. I slap at the phone, miss, and end up with a fistful of Dante's hair instead. He grunts, half asleep, curls warm against my knuckles. The bed shifts as he rolls closer, one muscled arm draping across my chest with practice ease. 5 more minutes, he mumbles in Portuguese-flavored English, his breath warm against my neck. Race week starts slow, ends fast. 5 I can do. 10 would be sublime. The sheets still smell of last night. Salted skin and overpriced room service, tiramisu that we ate off each other's stomachs at 2 a.m.
Ew.
The memory flickers. Huh?
Tiramisu.
You don't like tiramisu?
I mean, I could think of something better to eat off of a person.
The memory flickers. Don laughed when I dropped a blob on his abs, the taste of espresso and sugar on his tongue. I stretch, catalog a mental highlight reel of Dante's jawline on my collarbone, the way his hand found my hip in sleep, and how his heartbeat stuttered when I kissed that. Oh, God. Claude! Ugh. I can't stand Claude. Claude does this to me all the freaking time, okay? It's great. And then it's like, let me go tell you. And I'm like, I don't want tell you. I want show me. I want to be in the action. I don't need my action to be interrupted with like, let me tell you about what happened last night. If that was important, we would be writing the scene from last night.
Yeah, but that is definitely, I was working with a language model that will not be named today. And yesterday, right? Huh?
Croc? Yeah, that's fine.
And
Tiramisu.
Ooh, thank you, Rachel. Tiramisu. Anyway, and it was doing great. We were trying to, in a community class, write a sex scene do the Mile High Club thing.
Yeah.
And somebody pointed out, is like, there's awful lot of room in this bathroom, 1, and 2, at the very beginning of the thing, it was tell. I was like, whoa. I even tried to do some easy peasy book machine sort of, hey, why don't you write a plan to write this instead of, and then it was like, no. It went crazy and did some weird stuff. But yeah. Don't tell me my story.
No.
Show me.
And this is a good point. So, there's good advice here. Christina says, I need to make my own writing style. Hers works for her. This is what we're all about. I get to have my opinion of like, I don't like this. And for the people who love Claude, they should work with Claude. Mm-hmm. And I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to figure out a way to make for me, because there's a lot of other models that I do know how to prompt and work with that I love, that are more my style. And I think that is like the best thing ever about this world, because a few years ago, we basically only had ChatGPT models and some open source models that could kind of do a few things, but not much. And now we're 3 years later, and there's like a smorgasbord. I can't even keep up with all of the models that are coming out now.
And they're all trying to beat each other in these like arbitrary benchmarks and stuff like that. If I had to see
one more benchmark about it solving math word problems, I'm going to probably be like, number 1, AI models hallucinate doing this. Like, Joe uses coding, it does great stuff. It also breaks as many things as it fixes and does. So it's very much a 2 steps forward, 1 step back thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like the best use for AI in my stuff where people's literal lives are not on the line, and you're writing something or doing something that's going to be validated by a human. And those complex math problems and stuff that they're doing, a human would pretty much have to do it start to finish to validate it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Joseph says our prompts are getting too big for Ion, so we have a little bit of more things to work for on the back end.
I was wondering about that. I know that a good way to get around a lot of this stuff is to use AI on, but it still has limitations. And they're probably very excited because they're making money right now.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, they're not that expensive. Ion is $4 and $8. It's $4 of input for a million input and $8 for a million output. That's half the price of Claude for the output. And it's $1 more for the input than Claude.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and give the link to the notes. I think we should pick. I need a pick me up. I need a good song. So I'm going to pick the song. That's okay.
You pick whatever you want.
Let's pick a banger today. But just to remind everybody, we have Accelerator July open. I'm teaching tomorrow. Bad Evan is kind enough to have his publishing summit available for people. So that link is in the notes. And in the description of the video. Yep. So we're going to go. And mañana, tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be teaching. It's probably going to be more of a workshop at this point. We're going to be finding all the bugs. We're going to go start to finish on a 40 chapter. We're going to find all the issues with it. So we'll do that tomorrow. I am on vacation next week. So I wanted to try to get something for people to start experimenting with there. I want to thank all 80 people who chimed in. I think there was probably bunches of people who came. Please like the video. Please. Tune in next week when Plot Drive is here to show all the cool stuff. So, yep, there we go. And let's figure out a song that we want for today.
And remember, everyone, standalone classes and stuff like that. If you want to enjoy the benefits of the FFA, but at a bit of a lower price, and you are needing specific training on specific things, remember we have a ton of standalone classes. Okay, just remember that. It's we're very much like Apple. You know, we try to give you the highest quality stuff, but you're gonna pay for it. And we also have entry level all the way down to things like $99 courses. And we often run deals and sales and all kinds of stuff. We don't have one for this month yet, but next weekend
it's coming.
Next weekend it's coming. So, well, maybe next week.
Yeah, I think it's the weekend after that actually that's coming out. But yeah, how about blueprints and deadlines? So I'm gonna go ahead and put that song on. Is that okay, Kello?
I love the idea.
All right, here we go.
Right. And enjoy this while we dance it out. Have a good day. Have a good Friday. We're going to see you at least 3 times next week. And we will see you.
Ink stained hopes in moleskin lines. Now I'm clicking through the silence, chasing plots on GPT time. Got 1,000 words before the sunrise. A worksheet saved with dreams inside. Structures holy, chaos sacred. The novel lives where both collide. Every prompt's a little prayer to the ghost in my machine. Make it real, make it matter. Build my chapters like a dream. Blueprints and deadlines. I'm building my empire one scene at a time. Page by page through heartbreaking grind. I don't need a muse, I've got design. From first draft to final line. Blueprints and deadlines. Watch me rise. Raised on mixtape style of dreams. Burn CDs in Word doc schemes. Now we blueprint arcs like architects. watch me rise. Tell the world we found a better way. Structured magic in a modern age. Let the haters call it soulless fine, but I know that spark is partly mine.